Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Just a random Monday hangout. Monday morning, early hours. I'm just having a couple of overnight beers. I'm back on night shift this week, so I've been pretty quiet the last few days. And then tonight I just felt like a beer, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going live. And if anyone's around, they can join. If not, it's all good. Just on the macros at the moment, nothing special. It's absolutely freezing outside. I have the heater cranking and my dogs are nice and warm. So yeah, I'm hoping to watch the Euros final in 4 hours' time. Should be good. Go the Poms. It's been a pretty quiet weekend. Just been chilling at home, trying to keep warm. Yeah, for those of you that's been watching previous videos last few weeks, you could tell by my throat that I haven't been very well. But yeah, on the mend now. Got some beer festivals coming up, so I'm hoping I'm good for those. One of them's a sour and wild ferment festival. And they do a lot of like food, like oysters and like gamey tacos and stuff, and you do pairings, and yeah, it's really good. The only thing I'm worried about this year is they've changed the venues and the time slots, and I don't think there's going to be as many sort of breweries there as well. But yeah, hopefully it's as good as what it normally is because it's probably one of the best festivals in Australia. And then the other one I'm considering going to is a new one by Blackman's Brewery out of Torquay. They're they're putting together their own little festival, and Torquay's a little surf town where Bells Beach is. They've got a few Australian breweries there, but they've also got Firestone Walker, which I thought's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure the layout of that one, how that's going to work, but being a new one, and I've got a mate that lives nearby, we thought we'd check it out. Hopefully, it's sort of down near the beach somewhere. The only thing is, though, it's probably going to be a shit time of the year for it. It could even be at the brewery. I'm not really sure. So yeah, the beers are going down pretty well tonight. Nothing special. Just got the old Asahi to start off with. Then I've got just a classic lager by Brewmanity. And they're awesome because they raise money for MND. Yeah, and I never used to be able to get them. Now I can get them at my local supermarket, which is only like a 5-minute walk, so that's good. And then yeah, I've got some good craft in the fridge. Some of them I'm not going to review, so I'll be able to drink tonight, perhaps. But yeah, I was quite peckish earlier. I decided I'm going to smash a few hot dogs. I went really hot sauce. I can still taste it. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet on YouTube the last few days. I feel like with the US especially, the weather's pretty nice there at the moment and people are out and about doing stuff. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you, brother. Just a spontaneous hangout, this one. Only just fired her up. Hoping some people are about at some stage. Share a beer. Yeah, the hot sauce I had was it's by a local company. They're based in Melbourne. He's got his own shop. It's called Matt's Hot Shop. He does all his own sauces, but he imports a lot of stuff and gets stuff from local Melbourne places as well. And yeah, the one I had on the hot dogs was sort of I think it's called Baja or whatever in Mexico. So it was like habanero with I think it was like papaya, lime, pepper, white vinegar, and maybe lemon or something. It's really nice, quite spicy. But yeah, I felt like it went all right on a hot dog. Oh, it had mustard in it as well. So yeah, normally when I have hot dogs, just I'd go like cheese, sauce or relish, whatever you call it, and mustard. But yeah, with this hot sauce, I just went that with some cheese. Or you can go like Let TV and get the old coleslaw out, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The football tonight starts in 3.5 hours from now, I think. I'm hoping someone can hook me up with a link to watch it because yeah, here in Australia it's quite difficult watching English football unless you've got like a Optus subscription. Back in the day, you'd be able to watch it on free to air all the time, and yeah, it's quite annoying. I feel like that's why English football's not as popular in Australia now as what it was like 10 years ago. People just can't be bothered paying to watch all these sports. It's bad enough with our own stuff, let alone international. Time for a top up. So yeah, I did the deed tonight where lately when I've been having a few drinks, I'll save the glass bottles and the cans and take it. We've got a new scheme thing here now where the government set up these electronic box things and you put them into the disposal bin and you get cash back for them. So yeah, I just think it's better in my pocket than in anyone else's. So yeah, just about every time I have a sesh, if I walk them back down to the supermarket with me, you get a couple of bucks back every time. So it's pretty cool. I mean, there's been some times where I've taken about 3 boxes back and got like nearly $10 back. So yeah, it pays for like another 4 pack or something. You always get some odd ones there though. I reckon there's a lot of people that are pinching cans off people's like front porches and shit like that. Just probably like yeah, like druggies or homeless or whatever, just trying to get a buck somehow. I reckon there's been a lot of people that have had their recycling bins like raided through. People will do anything for some cash out there. I'd love to chuck some tunes on, but I can't be bothered with the whole copyright thing. Bust out some reggae or something like that. But yeah, because I've had this beer sitting on my coffee table for a little while, and the heater's cranking. It's got a bit warm. Trilby, how you going, brother? You up for a beer or what? Cheers, Kyle. What are you up to? I'm just started up a random sort of hangout thing, just seeing if anyone's around. It's yeah, Monday morning here, 1:26 a.m. And yeah, I don't go back to work till like late tonight, so I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna have a few beers tonight, and then because I'm on night shift, I'll just sleep during the day, like after the football game later. Pardon me. But yeah, it's been a pretty cruisy weekend. KC's birthday today. I think he'll be doing a stream at some stage. Truby, you're probably already fucked by now. Fucking oath. We've currently got Tenacious D here touring, and everyone's getting around him. I remember I went and seen him about 10 years ago, and they were fucking incredible. Sort of like a rock show, a stand-up comedy, and like a theatrical sort of show all rolled into one. Really fucking entertaining. And even like there was like elements of metal. Like they had a full band behind them, and yeah, at times it was quite heavy. It's good. Oh yeah, yeah, that'd be tough because you're up so early. Yeah, that'd be the only thing you'd have to bloody just have a sleep before the game and that. Then at least you can sort of watch it. It's the same with me because I work stupid hours. I'm always like having sleeps at silly times just to sort of get through to, I don't know, be able to do things. I'm never asleep at the same time, that's for sure. That's why I'm always tired. They're going down pretty quick. Be a good night for a whiskey. You were on KC stream earlier, weren't you, Kyle? I told him I was going to go on it, and then yeah, I was just really tired and I couldn't be fucked. I think when I was going to join, there was like quite a few people, and I was just like, but yeah, if he does one today, I'll have to jump on at some stage. Yeah. What's the vibe like in England with the game on tonight? I'd imagine everyone's sort of high spirit. There'd be plenty of parties and pubs going off. It'd be a good vibe. And then in America, it's probably the other way around with what happened yesterday. Yeah, for sure. Especially because he's haven't had any success for so long. It's like the weight on the shoulders of the nation. Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for you. I've always had, obviously, yeah, with Australia and having like high English ancestry and that, I've always had a soft spot for them. Just not in the cricket. Fuck them in the cricket. Fuck right off. I could even go a shot of something. I've just never got any spirits in my house. I'm one of those people, I'll buy like one spirit at a time and like just drink it all and then I'll go buy something else. Whereas a lot of people, they seem to buy one and they'll just have a little bit out of them and then they'll go get another one and they end up getting this big stash. It's just never been me. I'm always like, why bother go get some more when you've got some there, sort of thing. Wait till you finish it. It would be cool to have that big collection though, like people have. Like you'll look up on a bloody mantle and there's like fucking 20 or 30 different spirits. It's always cool. I might put the link in the chat anyway. And then pin it to the top. I wish I lived the life my dogs live. Just fucking get fed, go for a daily stroll, and then just fucking sleep as much as you want. Not have to work, just chilling out all the time. I mean, there's a lot of people that live that life, but certainly not me. Here we go. Pin to the top. Yes. So it'd be fucking 4:30 p.m. I think in the UK, and yeah, 10:34 a.m. in actually, yeah, it depends where you are in the US. It'd be 11:34 on the East Coast, I think. Cheers, Clint. Good to see you, brother. Just a few random beers for me on a early Monday morning. I'm just chilling out. I'll go back to work. I'm on night shift this week, so just getting into night mode and having a couple of beers and then watch the big game in 3.5 hours time. Cheers, Simo. No doubt I'll be chiming into your stream when the game's on. Go the English boys. I've just fired up a random hangout. It's obviously early Monday morning here, and I was bored. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna have a few beers and just go live. I had no idea if anyone's gonna be around, but yeah, it doesn't really worry me. I'm thirsty. Just drinking a couple of macros first, and then might have some crafties a bit later. You'd be nervous for the big game. I don't know. I feel like is it going to turn it on for some reason. I just got a feeling is it going to come out with a bang and just yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what many of the UK lads are doing. I know Adams had a couple of big days and he was having alcoholic free beers tonight, so he probably won't be doing much. I haven't heard from Craig for a while. Yeah, they did that Red Ale stream a day or two ago. That was pretty good. It's always good to see them together, because yeah, back in the day they used to do stuff like that all the time, and you just don't see much of it anymore. Tell you what, when you've got a beer that you don't really enjoy that much, and you got a few of them, it's it's a tough ask getting them down. I might get onto the crafty sooner than I think. Yeah, I just picked up these bad boys cheap when I was in the supermarket buying food earlier. I was like, I just need some beers to smash. I hadn't had it for a while. And the first one went down all right, but then yeah, it's just like ugh, drinking a few of them, you get sick of it pretty quick. And as I said, because it's so cold outside, I've got the heating inside absolutely cranking. So any sort of beers I'm got sitting on the coffee table, they're just getting warm really quickly. Because yeah, my fridge is outside in the shed, so I tend to like bring in a few drinks at once, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. I need to invest in a new fridge and just like I could still have the spare beer fridge out in the shed outside, but I need a decent fridge inside, and then I can at least put a few more beers in that. Because yeah, the one inside shit itself, and then the one outside's still in good nick, but because it's old, it's got like the fixtures underneath. I'm worried it'll damage the floor inside, so I've just left it outside. Who's going to get best player tonight if England win? Yeah. Yeah, it's same with me. May in Melbourne is like nuts with beer events, and I always blow so much fucking money in May. So then it comes around to June, and I'm just like, I need to just stay home for like the month. And yeah, it's like I've definitely noticed the bank balance is starting to go back up again now, but fuck, it's looking pretty grim there for a while. Yeah, I've got a few beer festivals coming up, but they're the all-inclusive ones, and I've already paid for them, so at least you know that, yeah, like, you're not having to fork out a heap of money. Worst thing too is, like, when you travel to them and you gotta pay for, like, transport and accommodation and everything else, like, that's when it's real tough. But, yeah, nothing better than going to a good beer festival. A good beer festival or a concert. Two of my favourite things. Or, yeah, like, obviously, you've like your favourite sport. One thing that's good is my, Aussie Rules football team, they're missing their 2 best players, and last night we, played a team that are higher than us on the ladder and beat them easily, like, so that was pretty cool. Just when you think they're fucked, they look really good. They're playing all the young kids, and, yeah, it's actually working out alright. So we just wanna scrape in and make the finals, and then hopefully we can get some players back. When you met the, boys, Simo, did they, like did they seem pretty much the same as what they are on screen, like you how you'd expect? I'll be, there's a bit of a race on to see who will be the first YouTuber that I meet, obviously, because 'cause I'm in Australia and I'm not close to anyone, but probably the 3 people that are up for running is James from Rampant Line, because he's talking about coming to Australia at some stage and catching up with me. Um, Adam from Mersey Beers, because he was meant to come here this year for work, but it's gonna be next year instead. And then Beer Man. Beer Man wants to do a trip with his wife to Australia. And yeah, he's been looking at prices and stuff and starting to get serious about it. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see out of the 3 who I meet first, or there could be someone else that just randomly ends up here. Like I definitely want to go to the UK and the US, but I just can't see it happening for a couple of years. Do you have a favorite local brewery, buddy? Or like a favorite local bar or something? Like an area of Boston? I reckon Boston would be nice. I just like the attitude of the people there. It's like they're a little bit brash, a little bit cocky. It's good. It's like it's got its own sort of, it's like a city with its own culture, or even the whole state. Yeah, yeah. You just get to that point sometimes, like, got other things going on in life, or, yeah, just like money situation, or even just like sometimes going out, like you got to put up with a heap of shit and people just can't be bothered. Yeah. Are you into any of the American sport, buddy? I feel like it's pretty popular there in Massachusetts. Yeah, I got a feeling I might have sort of thought that, like we might have been discussing it in another stream somewhere. Yeah, they're pretty nuts for their fucking Celtics and the Patriots and the Bruins. Who's the what's the name of the fucking baseball team? Yeah, as Australians we do as well. See, I'm one of those guys. I sort of like all different sports, but yeah, definitely banter. Red Sox, that's it. I knew it was one of the socks. I just didn't know which one. I didn't want to offend. Is Revolution like the soccer team? Time to crack another. See, I think this company Asahi, pretty sure they own a heap of other beverages. Like they're a big conglomerate now, sort of like your AB InBev, and I'm pretty sure they own heaps of other breweries now. Like I got a feeling a lot of the Australian ones they own. Hmm. It shits me when breweries classify themselves as craft and they're not. Yeah, yeah. It's like baseball. Like a lot of people say they like to play it, but they hate watching it on TV or like going to games or whatever. Like one of my mates, he's like right into American sport as well. When he went to America, he went to like heaps of different events. He went to like NASCAR. I think he might have went to a NFL game and a baseball game. And he said the best thing about the MLB, he said, is just the random people you get at games. Like he said, there was one guy that was so massive, he took up like three seats. And he said that he reckoned he ate about 14 hot dogs in about an hour. And he's just like blown away by that more so than the game. Yeah, no worries, dude. Good to see you. It's just a random hangout I just set up not long ago. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have a few beers. The only thing I'm worried about though is, yeah, the bloody game. It's like what, still over 2 hours away, and then the game itself will be 2 hours. I feel like I'll crash by the time the game's over. Let's hope it's like exciting. We don't want none of this nil all shit. Get some of that gooseberry jam into you. Yeah, whenever you've like shown that, I just think of Nelson Sauvin Hop. Espanol. Yeah, Spain always have a pretty tough team. Jesus. As in, like, when you said it's gone, as in you bought it and you've already consumed it, or they just didn't have any left. Must go all right if you get through it that quick. I wonder if you can. I've never seen it here in Australia. You can probably get it. It's just, to be honest, I don't really buy jam very often. So yeah, I probably just never see it because I'm never really looking for it. But yeah, Luke's market videos sort of inspire me to go check out some local markets. Unfortunately, we don't have much around here, but about an hour down the road they do. That'd be nice. What were you having it on, dude? Just on like toast, or were you? Is it like were you having it on scones or something like that? Scones. Yeah, I could really go a whiskey and coke right now. I don't know. I've just got a craving for it. Unfortunately, I don't have any whiskey. Doorstop thick toast, butter, then the jam. Yeah, that sounds good. It'd be unreal on like sourdough, something like that. I want to get some there. So, buddy, out of because I've noticed you sort of subscribe to a lot of the UK guys. Like, who did you sort of get into in the early days? Was there someone in particular, and then you branched out? Because yeah, like I see you like see you're on like Geordie stuff and Luke John. Who else is it? Bramall, maybe Steve Trilby. Yeah, so it's similar to me. That's what happened with me because of like the time I was working and that. I started watching a lot of UK beer stuff, and then it all sort of branched out from there. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what? You met some US people and they were shit. See, I love the fact that I've got like all these friends in yeah the UK and the US. But one thing I just wish that there was more Aussies involved with YouTube. I know that there are Aussies out there that are into YouTube as far as gaming goes and like sort of like motor vehicle stuff and that, but just as far as beer goes, it's very limited. So I'm just trying to like I don't know, like just find some. I've come across a few, but it's just not very common. I'm not really into gaming, so it doesn't really interest me all that shit. Even when people talk, like even when some of my beer mates start talking about gaming, I sort of tune out. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, metal detecting's getting more and more popular here, and, like, probably your main goldfield region that's the most popular is only, like, sort of an hour north of where I live. Um, one of my workmates, actually, her and her husband, they go out, yeah, probably every second weekend, do these big trips, and yeah, she really enjoys it. It's pretty cool. And then I had another workmate. He was right into bottle collecting, so he used to be always out for souvenir bottles and shit. But he'd do like he'd find gold in that as well. Like, he was right into it. Like he'd do his full time work for the week, and then like just about all his free time would be dedicated to like detecting. And yeah, like yeah, he was just like really passionate about it. Always had like the best gear, and he'd buy something. It's not quite good enough. I'm going to get the better model, and yeah, yeah. No worries, buddy. Thanks for chiming in, brother. Yeah, no worries, dude. I will be here. I just don't know if the beer will. But yeah, dirty old Asahi. It is going down quickly, but not easily, if you get what I mean. I'm going to save one for Macro Monday. So yeah, I've got two beers in the fridge that I can have for Macro Monday. And then I've still got a Cloudwater and Range beer. Me and Craig and Rob were talking about doing a review together, but we just never got around to it. So that's still sitting in the fridge. And then I've still got the Schling curlers sitting there. Um, what else do I have? Most of the rest of the stuff's like Aussie craft. I've got a big triple black IPA in there that I know is going to be good, and a double red IPA. And then there's a beer in there. I think it's just a single IPA. It's not going to be anything special, but the can artwork looks like the old Marlboro cigarettes. I'm like, that's rad. Like it reminds me of was it McLaren that had the Marlboro, the white and the red? Reminds me of that car. And yeah, that picture that I've got for this video, that's one of our old prime ministers. He was sort of a bit of a blokey bloke and bit of a cult hero. Everyone sort of loved him, and yeah, apparently he was in the Guinness World Records when he was younger for sculling a certain amount of beer in the quickest time. So he's a bit of a lad. Yeah, I'll have to show you the beer, Luke. It reminds me so much of old school McLaren before they were the fucking silver bullet or whatever they were. I always used to like the old Benetton when it was like the bright blue and yellow and shit. I used to love Formula One, and then I don't know, they just kept fucking around with all the rules and the regulations and that, and I just started getting over it. I always thought I'd get back into it, but I see Dan Ricciardo's got his own wine pumping around Australia at the moment. We'll have to get a bottle to try. He had like three different kinds, and yeah, I'm normally a Shiraz fan. I reckon he had a Shiraz, so it was pretty funny marketing for it because our like liquor superstores in Australia, one of them's called Dan Murphy's, and in the marketing for his wine going into Dan Murphy's stores, he's there fucking around with one of the stores, changing all the signage to Dan Ricciardo's. It's pretty funny. I feel like these beers have gone to my head. Cheers, Dorito. Good to see you, brother. Just having some random Monday morning ales. I'm back on night shift this week, so I'm climatizing to the conditions. I've been pretty quiet over the weekend, so I was like, fuck it. I'm wide awake now. Well, not really wide awake. I'm starting to get sleepy, but I just felt like a few beers tonight. Since I don't have to go back to work till late tomorrow night, or should I say tonight? But yeah, it's fucking freezing here. It's currently 1 degree Celsius. And yeah, I've got the heater absolutely roaring in my lounge room. The dogs are laid up on the couch. You wouldn't think it's Australia, brother. One, if you're still there, Dorito, one channel you got to check out, dude. There's an Aussie guy called Million Dollar Bogan, and he rides Harleys around in like places where you shouldn't ride Harleys, like off road and on like through water in the beach, and yeah, just fucking real reckless. And he's a real estate agent. He's got shitloads of cash, and he's pretty arrogant, but he's also funny as well. And he's gone through a lot of like mental health issues, and he lost a brother to suicide and stuff. But yeah, his channels are so fucking good. Like, it's seriously one of my favorite channels on YouTube. I just feel like, yeah, you being the like motorhead you are, I reckon you'd love it. Like, he just does the stupidest shit. And they're currently their new series, they're going up into the outback, Northern Territory. And he's on a road, like it's dirt road, fucking like stutters on a motocross track. Cheers, brother.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm just talking about, yeah, one of my favorite channels, Million Dollar Bogan. Fucking awesome. If you're into like motorbikes and like travel and a bit of comedy. Cheers, Angie.
Angie, darling.
So what are you up to, brother?
I've just finished doing a video, a Mongolian chicken dish.
Oh yes, Mongolian. That flavor is so good. It's
So
always my go-to when I go to a Chinese restaurant, but I always get Mongolian beef.
yeah, it
Yep.
was good. A little bit too much ginger, but I can sort
Yeah.
that next time I do it. So
Yeah, it's definitely ginger forward. Like, I remember when one of my workmates gave me a recipe to make it at home, and like there was so many fucking different ingredients, and I remember ginger being one of the main ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
Luke John, darling. says Angie. Well, I've just got a macro beer,
Oh
but I've
yeah,
got it in like this like little stubby 500 ml bottle.
yeah. Is that a 500 ml?
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks
I
smaller than that.
I didn't even know they did 500 ml.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
two
I've
pound a bottle
definitely
though.
had that beer before. But yeah, just not for a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on this trash.
Do you put
First
the
one
breath
went
on
down
the
all
end?
right.
Because I know some people say Asahi, and then some people go Asahi.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always just said Asahi. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most of the Aussie macro, even some of the craft, I reckon Asahi own them. They're like a big conglomerate now, like they're fucking massive.
I went into the Chinese store that I've got next to me, and
Yeah,
they've got all these new Chinese beers in, and
yeah.
I was like, fantastic. The highest ABV was 2.9%.
Oh God.
I was like, nah,
Yeah, well
I'm
what
not.
I've had like Xingtao and Lucky and all them, they're like I think they're normally in the fours.
Mm,
Pretty
yeah,
sure.
no,
Yeah.
these are all. Obviously, I don't know what to say because it's all in Chinese.
Yeah.
I look at
Yeah.
some words in Chinese, and I'm like, that's number 72 on the Chinese takeaway menu,
Yeah.
whatever that
Yeah. Yeah,
But
they've always got an extensive menu. There's about 100 different options.
mind you, though, I think though if I was like Chinese, I'd be peed off a little bit because you look at their alphabet and all the little strokes and things they have to do, and it'd just be like, why?
Yeah.
The English is just so easy,
Yeah.
but now here I am painting a bloody Van Gogh just to write hello, how are you? Like,
When you think about it though, there's probably like pluses, like I feel like their language, they don't have so many different fucking words like we do. Like English, yeah, if you don't know English, it's probably one of the hardest languages to learn because you've got different slangs as well, but yeah, just so many different words. Whereas a
I
lot of the
remember
Asian nations, their languages, they sort of keep it simple.
I remember when it was popular when British girls used to go out and get Chinese tattoos
Yeah,
with the word
yeah,
"lucky" on,
yeah.
and it turned out that the one that next to me that was doing it put egg fried rice.
That's funny as fuck.
So all
Yeah, and
these
then
girls walking around with egg fried rice
yeah,
tattooed.
girls would get the Chinese font, and all the guys are getting like the Maori tribal tattoos. Fuck, that used to annoy me. So many of
I,
my mates do, like they'd have like this Maori tribal thing around their arm or whatever. I'm like, oh, are you from a tribe, are you? No, I just like the look of it.
yeah, like my younger sister's got tattoos everywhere. And she's like,
Mm,
"Oh, this one only cost 120 quid." I was like, "That's like 15 good dishes I could eat."
yeah.
She's like, "You are a fat bastard." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Some people are hardcore though, like when they've got them all over like their skull and that. It's like, fuck, that must hurt.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah. Got this one guy at work. He's pretty much his whole body, apart from like, yeah, just his part of his face is pretty much covered.
I always think, do they ever think that, like, when they're 60, 70, 80, and they've, like,
Yeah,
got wrinkles everywhere, how it then
yeah,
looks? They
yeah.
don't think, ah, I'll be the
It's going to
super
be
great
interesting
granddad.
when that happens, that time frame when, yeah, all these ones that have got them all over 'em, yeah, when they get older.
I mean, I'm 34 and I'm starting to get wrinkles now. So, like, for me, it's like,
Yeah. Cheers, Craig, brother.
Are you up, the lad?
If you're up for a beer, jump on. Or even if you're not having a beer.
Jump on. I'm surprised you didn't come back with jump on one.
That black box I did was good. Lots of good beers in that. Lots of big beers as well.
Well, don't spoil it for me because I'm up to day 7. It's like a series. Yeah. It's like a Netflix series, you know, like when you just watch it gradually.
Yeah.
And what the other 5 on record.
All I'll say is that it finishes with a good one.
All right. So I can just skip the rest now then.
But one of the ones you would have seen is probably on par with that last one. There were 2 that I really, really enjoyed. And yeah, one of them you would have already seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, Adam.
Mr.
How's
Mersey?
your alcoholic-free beer going? He said something about an alcohol-free Sonoma by Track.
Why? Why on earth would you?
He's went too hard, apparently.
It's like lemonade, isn't it? It's like a placebo.
Yeah.
You're out with your friends, they're all drunk, you're on the 0 alcohol, and then somehow, so far in the night, you're the drunk one.
Yeah.
But, how did that happen?
If you can find a decent alcohol-free beer, like it would be good when you're in a social situation. But yeah, if you're just chilling at home, like clearly, I'd just rather a fucking Coke or something. Yeah.
Designated driver.
Designated dickhead, as we call them in Australia.
I was just going to say, I'd pick with the fool.
Or even more brutal, it's like, you're the designated fuckwit, eh?
It's either that or it was Adam's round, and he was just like, I'm the driver.
Yeah. No, I feel like Adam would be very generous, so that wouldn't be the case with him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine the house parties and the pubs and that'd be fucking good vibes.
Yeah. The rest of the family will watch it.
In the English team, Adam, is Trent the only Liverpool player? I know there's quite a few City guys and Arsenal and that, but yeah, I was looking at the team and I was thinking, I reckon he's the only Liverpool player.
Adam will know.
So yeah, I'm on to a 4.2% lager now. In my Hungry Jack's glassware, Australia's version of Burger King. Yeah. Where's Jack Grealish? Is Jack Grealish injured or?
He's probably still drunk in Ibiza somewhere.
Yeah. I thought he must have been injured or something because he's not in the squad.
Are you joining up, Craig?
Craig's probably out in the town somewhere. I haven't seen Craig
in one of the gates. Up for a night out on the tile in Wetherspoons.
At least that one's a little bit colder. Yeah, I wish in Australia we had an answer to spoons, like just one of those cheap pubs that you can go and get a fucking cheap pint and breakfast and not really care too much about quality. It's just more about just Yeah, just the ease of it and the cheapness.
It'd be
You don't
like
have
weather
any
fork,
fire.
the Aussie equivalent, like weather fork.
Yeah.
Or
Nah, it'd have to be knife. Like, that's not a knife.
with a knife.
Oh, yep.
Gambian.
There's something about Grealish. I'm a fan of him, even though he probably comes across as a real cocky fucker. But I just reckon I reckon he'd be a good dude. He's a
I,
likable sort of fella.
I like Grealish. His hairstyle's on point.
Yeah, the old. It's the haircut I had when I was about 13.
Curtains.
Yeah.
Very good. He's on your back up
When
probably
I when
before.
I was when I was listening to the likes of Blink 182 and Offspring. Oh yeah. So yeah, apparently those two probably don't get on.
Let me just
How
grab
fun
another beer,
that'd
mate.
suck so much though if you're a decent player that should be playing for your country and you just don't happen to get on with the coach, so yeah, you can't represent your country.
Which I'm quite surprised
Sometimes
because
too, yeah, it
Southgate
can
was
be like
there.
Sorry, you go.
Yeah, I was just going to say Southgate was a Middlesbrough player and manager. So I'm surprised he'd let somebody like Grealish get under his skin, living on Teesside for that long.
Cheers, brother.
What's up,
I
boys?
definitely need another beer now.
Is it coming home today or what? The trophy coming to England? Or are we fucking giving it to Spain? Hey,
Cheers,
it's
Joshy boy.
you know what's funny, dude, is that that guy who just won Wimbledon, he better get the fuck out of England right now. Like leave as fast as you can, bro. You don't want to be there if you don't want to be there in either case. You don't want to be there if Spain wins. What do you celebrate? In England when Spain wins when you're a Spaniard. What if England loses? You don't want to be there either way. So get the fuck back to Barcelona or Madrid or Bilbao or where the fuck you live. Get out of England. Yeah. Congratulations, but you got to get out of there, bro.
Yeah, you sort of wonder if there'd be like a Spanish community in England and when they'd celebrate if there'd be a bit of trouble.
It's funny. When I was in must have been Limerick when we were partying. Might have been Limerick, one of those things in Ireland. No, it's not England, but when I was there in '99 and there was a Spanish exchange student from Spain. And I told him a couple words of Spanish I knew from high school. And he's like, "You're the only person who's spoken any Spanish to me this whole time in Ireland." Because like nobody spoke any. This is '99. This is fucking 25 years ago, but made me laugh. I'm gonna go turn the air conditioner down. Hold on, it's loud as fuck.
No worries.
Yeah, the air conditioner needs to be loud just to get its noise over,
I've got
Joey.
the fucking heater. I've got the heater roaring. He's turning his aircon down.
Well, when I meant turn down, I meant turn off. It's
yeah.
I mean, it's cold enough in the garage, anyways. I mean, it's
1 degree Celsius here, dude.
Nice. Damn, dude. It's
I don't know
freezing.
what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's
like 30, 33, 34. Something. It's nothing. That's cold as hell.
Yeah, Joey's family's like, "Is the aircon on? We don't know. We can't hear it over pops."
I got these sweet glasses from summer camp from the glow party.
Oh,
yes. They're awesome. My favorite color too.
Stunner shades too, bro. Like they have this little, and then they have the constant on.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
It's hard to look at these things though, because they have light gets fucking right in your eyes.
Which is great until you find out that you've suddenly come down with epilepsy.
Right? Who's that guy shaking on the ground with those sparkling glasses? Oh, that's just the epileptic guy.
He walks into the room, he turns the light off, and then he puts a song on. I wear my sunglasses at night.
I remember I went to the gym once and there was the elliptical machine, and I said to the trainer, I said, "Oh no, I can't go on that. I'm epileptic." He's like, "No wonder you're fat." All right.
Well, it's funny to me. You get people that go to the gym. Well, people go to the gym, fucking do 20 minutes on the elliptical, and we got to be real about the elliptical. It's not really a hard machine. It doesn't really do much. You're just going like this. You know, it's kind of like a rocking chair for your feet. The elliptical is not really much of a workout, in my opinion. That's just me talking. And then after they do 20 minutes on the elliptical, they go smash a large fries and be like, enough working out for this week. And then they wonder why they're gaining 20 pounds every year. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. The elliptical is not. They need to take those out of the gym. They do. They're not good.
That's epic, Adam. That's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Here we go. A few more to the fray.
And a bunch of Americans.
No, one English.
We got the English guy. Oh, Craig, is he coming home, buddy? What's going on with it, man? Fucking A. You guys can get that shit.
What's happening, guys?
It's fucking Euro. It's England win day, buddy. You got to keep up.
Missed him by that much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking wild.
Dude,
Great.
I mean, 10 shots and you could just hit a fucking ear?
So how many have gone? Was it 2 people?
There's one guy died and one guy got injured, and then obviously Trump got clipped in the ear.
No, there was a lady killed.
One person. There's one dead. The guy, the shooter too, was killed as well.
The shooter's dead, the lady's dead, and there's a couple people that were critically.
Was that blonde girl standing behind him? She just went. I don't know.
There was a lot of people hitting the ground behind him, dude.
Yeah, well, the girl went down before everyone else, so it's like I was like, shit, did she get hit or what?
I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the weirdest breaking newses of that kind of thing ever. Like, if you listen to that audio and watch that video, it's clear as fucking day that the guy was shot, and they were tiptoeing around it, saying he fell down. There was loud noises. Like, what is this? Like, guy's fucking shot. Like, say it how it is. Weird coverage yesterday.
Now Dorito's gone. He had one job, one lousy job. Never mind. Moving on.
Apparently, people in the crowd were saying there's a bloke fucking climbing onto a roof over there.
And you look at the roof, and you look at the building and where he was at. Like, come on! This is a clear line of sight thing. There's nothing between that building and the.
And it was less than a football field. It was
right. Yeah, it's about a football field and a half. They said about 150 yards, 125 meters or so. That's not fucking fun.
It was 125 meters, which is just below the length of a football field, or just above.
I'm pretty sure everybody in this panel could make a shot from that long. I'm pretty sure,
bro. And you know what? You can tell by the sound of the gun. I'm thinking it was a 223 AR. Okay, I don't think it was 5.56.
It was a 22 gauge, 2022 or lower. It's not 5.56. No way.
No, it wasn't 5.56. It was 223 or lower, and I think it was an AR platform because the way the sound.
I think it was a paintball gun.
Hold on a second. See, smart. Hold on.
It was a super soaker.
But the thing is the way the sounds were, and then you hear the 10 shots. Okay, and he took 10 motherfucking shots. And then a few seconds later, you hear that one round, which was a sniper shot. And usually, like SWAT or military, their sniper rifles, unless it's Barrett, they use the Lapua round. So you could tell that it was a much weaker round that he was shooting with, as opposed to the sniper.
Well, yeah, I mean
the base of the shot.
No, yeah, you could tell he was taken out. You could tell by listening to the rounds which rounds were not his and which rounds took him out.
There was one shot. That was it. That one shot is what killed him.
Shooters down.
And there was one guy, I was looking at it from another angle where people were by that building, and they said he's dead. He's dead. I seen his hair fly up. So, dude, they fucking ripped his head off, bro.
I live about 2 hours away from this place, Butler, Pennsylvania. I could probably drive out there.
Go for it. You should go out there and do a video from that building standing at the corner of that.
I'm pretty sure they got the entire area blocked off within a couple mile radius.
Yeah.
I wonder how far it is from where
just go tell them you're with the government.
You don't go walk around Belfast January 1912 like, oh yeah, I'm just here checking out the things. You know, they're gonna have questions.
You do it on the 21st.
Oh, if I wasn't going on vacation next week, I probably would, but I got vacation next week, so I can't be bothered with it.
That's perfect if you're on vacation. You don't have to worry about being in a cell for a few days.
Good to see it.
Well, the vacation, the jail in the Virgin Islands has an ocean view, so I think it's pretty nice.
Corey, hi.
I had no sound at the beginning, so I couldn't hear.
That was back when we were talking about sunglasses.
It's because I said he's going to wear his sunglasses at night.
These ones.
I wear my sunglasses at night. Oh, God. There goes Joey. Dude, I swear to God, if you were in a dark rave party and I was tripping balls, dude, you'd be the first person to get punched in the eyeball.
Well, I'd have a lot more than this. A lot more lights than this if I was at a rave.
There's a fly. There's a fly.
No, dude, I'd be like, get that fucking thing away from me, dude. What the fuck?
Hey, if we were at a rave, and this is no offense to you, Dorito, I probably wouldn't be hanging around you. I'd be up in some titties.
So. Dude, I've been to a few raves, and I've tripped balls twice. First time I sat there and focused on my shoe for like 2.5 hours, dude. Rubbing my fucking shoe because I liked the way the canvas felt when you rub the canvas into the rubber. It felt weird. So I've
been on shrooms, dude. Yeah, I've been on shrooms.
It's like old mate in that movie.
No, dude. I'm talking rolling.
That he keeps stroking.
Yeah, I was talking rolling, bro. I'm not talking shrooms or acid. I was talking rolling, dude. And then I played with a big old kush ball for like 45 minutes. You know what a kush ball is, right?
Yeah, obviously.
They're those big balls that's got the little fucking tentacles on them and shit. Oh my God, dude, that was the trippiest thing ever. And then the second time I tripped balls, I think I got a bunk load because all I did was sleep next to the fucking speaker because I liked the way the bass felt. I just laid down and fucking fell asleep right next to the fucking speaker, dude.
Did you have your bum up against?
I had my whole body up against it, dude. I was curled up facing the fucking speaker, dude. I'll never forget that, dude. That was an hour and a half of just fucking. That's what they said. It was an hour and a half. Felt like maybe 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, that was the last time I ever did that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to like a few raves in my early teenage days, but like, yeah, it was never really my thing. I was always more like rock and metal gigs and stuff.
Well, I went to a few, but it was always alcohol and yeah, that was enough. With the music type back then, it was I didn't think you needed. It was already mental as it was, you know.
Well, they did trance.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was fucking trance is hard, dude. But my buddies, a buddy of mine, he did a couple of YouTube episodes with me. He was a Japanese guy with dreadlocks. We called him Buffalo Samurai. Dude, it was fitting, bro. Now he doesn't. Now he's got short hair, and his daughter's almost the same age as my daughter, and he's a fucking black belt and fucking taekwondo and an instructor, dude. He's totally changed, dude, but he still smokes weed. But anyways, he used to be, him and a couple other guys used to be a member of this DJ group called the Storm Riders, and they used to go around and do all kinds of raves and stuff, and they were also a member of this thing called Safety Dance. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of it out there, but it's something that was worldwide, a conglomerate of people that built up to test your ecstasy. They actually would take a chunk of your pill and test it and make sure it wasn't fucked up and stuff like that.
Yeah, legit. I mean, back then, anything's in it now compared to back then.
Even back then,
it was generally more over here, at least. Anyway, it was much more pure. You know, than what it is now. I mean, you can. Some right shit in it now, you know.
Nowadays, you don't want to go near anything because it has that gnarly fucking fentanyl shit in it.
Well, they chop up with fucking washing detergent or something, you know. It's like anything to make it look that color or whatever, and it's like.
Now that you could get test kits out here back in the day, I'm sure you still can, and that's what they would do is they would reach out to these places that supply the test kits, and they would get them in bulk, and then. DJ as well as test the medicine. So they got pretty big for a while, dude. And then it started getting real crazy, and they just stopped because people were dying, dude, and fucking.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I mean, you die anyway, even if it's good shit.
Well, I know, but you know, all of a sudden the rave's over and everybody clears out, and you got a dead person on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Nobody knew it. He's cold.
Yeah.
Is fentanyl the one that all the fucking zombies getting around Philly and that? Is that? Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah, fentanyl that's
There's a part of LA. There's a street in LA, isn't there? I can't remember what it's called now, but
well, it's getting worse now too. Like here in California and probably Texas too, because the cartels were against it for the longest time, and they wouldn't allow their mules to smuggle it over. Now it's like I think there's one or two cartels involved, and the shit's just flying over the fucking border now. So
mad, isn't it? Mad.
Yeah, I think it's pretty bad in Melbourne at the moment with that shit.
Do they fly drones with shit like that in it and fly it over like that, or?
Oh, dude, there's some. Hey, dude, let me tell you something. They can put up a wall.
Yeah, I know.
They got a wall up. It doesn't make a difference. They'll go under it. They'll go over it. They'll go through it. They don't give a fuck.
You fly a drone over, it's like.
Yeah, but there is, this is the thing, dude. Like in certain areas of California, if somebody sees a drone flying over, they're going to shoot that motherfucker down. If it's open property and there's a drone going over, they're going to shoot that drone down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But two, also, if you look in Arizona, there's a place at like California-Arizona border where they're coming over, and there's a whole bunch of people that live right at the fucking border. And these motherfuckers are walking up in crowds in droves, dude, and asking for water and shit. Dude, they're finding fucking passports from China, passports from all over the fucking world. And I don't have a problem with illegal immigration to an extent. But that's if you're a Mexican, because it's so hard for a Mexican to actually become an American citizen or be able to migrate to the United States. And a lot of people are going to hate me for that one. But I'm a Californian, bro. We learned something called the California-Mexico Act that was into place. And it shouldn't be a problem for a hardworking Mexican to come over here and become an American if he's a hardworking Mexican and if he's a Mexican national. You know what I mean?
I get your angle. So
there's plenty of people that are married to Mexican women that are from Mexico or
your wife's Mexican.
And they get dual citizenship. They get the
Is your wife Mexican or?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember you saying
she's Mexican and Irish. She's not full-blooded Mexican. She's Mexican and Irish. She's an American, bro. She was born and raised here, but she's Mexican heritage.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Which is the worst part, the Mexican in it or the Irish?
Yeah, right.
They're both scary, bro. They're both fucking scary.
Yeah.
I mean, one fuels the fire more. It doesn't really matter. I mean, they're both fucking, let's see, redhead, gnarly fucking woman that you can't understand if they get pissed off.
Gnarly woman.
Okay. Latinos. But there's, I agree that there's certain things that should be done, but I agree there's a better way to do it.
A tequila Guinness chaser, that'd be pretty fucking rad.
If we're so worried about immigration, we should concentrate on dealing with the Mexican government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's where the problem lies. It's not the people. It's the fucking government. Because if dude, there's people that are born in Mexico. This is no bullshit. And they're born on a ranch. They're not born in a hospital or anything. They don't have a birth certificate. They don't have nothing, dude. There's some people out there that were born 20, 30 years ago. They don't even know their exact birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the government is responsible for this. The government should be taking care of this. The government should be doing that. But if you're a poor person in Mexico, you ain't getting shit, bro.
That's the same in Africa. There's a lot of countries in Africa, don't know how old someone is.
But Africa's not on our border.
No, but
that's the thing, dude, is when you make an agreement.
It's not on ours, but it doesn't stop them.
No, I agree. But that's just it. California was a Mexican state all the way up to Canada at one time. I don't know. I'm not even going to go any further because people are
yeah.
People are going to fucking hate me on that one.
All I will say, though, Dieter, is that where Trump went wrong with that wall is he was trying to get American contractors to build it. He should just offer it to the Mexicans and it had been built within a week.
He did. And it's not like that, bro. And that's the thing. He did. And I think the wall was fine. But the whole thing is, this is not a solution. That's only a deterrent. That's not a solution, bro.
He never would have given it to China. So
that's a deterrent. That's not a solution. Simple as that.
What's great though is that they're going to build that wall, and then it only goes out about 50 foot into the sea. That's not a deterrent.
I mean, they're
just going to build taller fucking ladders. Look at this shit, bro. They got motherfuckers running.
I've got my challenge swimming certificates. Even I could do that, bro. And I can do it in my pajamas, picking up a brick off the floor.
They got them standing on the other side of their trucks, U.S. Border Patrol, and you'll see migrants run up with a ladder, bro, and rush the fence, climb up that ladder, hop down, and fucking dart. And if they get caught, oh, you know what? I need immunity. I'm tormented from my country. You know, they seek asylum. So
it's a hard one. I don't mind it, me. I believe in globalization, but that's just because I'm a foodie. I don't care. I'd have one person from every 200 odd countries in my town just so I can cook them as food.
I get the taking my jobs. I get the taking this. I get the making it more of a burden on the system. I get all that, but I also get humanity. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like our system when they say, "Oh, you know, the NHS." This we all pay for it. Well, everybody pays for it. You know, a lot of these people say, "Oh, these foreigners coming over here and they take now, you know, the NHS has to sort them out." Yeah, but people on the dole that don't pay anything, we pay for them as well that pay tax. So, you know, when they talk about, you know, the NHS is free for all, well, it is if you're not paying any tax. So, yeah, there's always that argument as well, isn't there? So
yeah, that I agree with. And that's the thing. I get it and I understand it. But what the fuck are we supposed to do? Pacify it?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to sell it off to private companies anyway now, so... Let's just go back to the caveman days. Everyone for themselves.
I mean,
Sammy's already got the look down.
Here you go, Sammy. Perfect. You got it, bro. You got it in a fucking nutshell.
I just want to be able to keep all the money that I earn instead of fucking half of it going to the government. If it's not going to the government through my wage, it's going to them through my beer purchases.
I really like your car. I really like your house. Get out. Caveman days.
Yeah. I really like your lady.
Oh my, I gotta go to hell for that one.
So how's the fucking weather in California? Tease me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you see my little Ted dancing, huh?
Ted dancing.
Yeah, no, it's nice outside, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to get ready and go look at people in Walmart in a little while. Go do some grocery shopping.
Yeah. Have you got like a Walmart store real close to where you live?
Dude, I got one 3 miles away here, one 4 miles away here, and one about 8 miles away there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over the place, bro. All over the place.
I reviewed a beer earlier today from south of LA. It was called, is it Murrieta?
Murrieta.
Yeah,
that's actually Murrieta is one of the neighboring towns here. They're 15, 20 miles away at the most. No, maybe 10 miles away.
Yeah, all I knew is that it was south of the city, and I thought, I wonder if like Dorito or Shark or anyone lives near there.
What was the name of the beer?
Electric Brewing Company was the name of the brewery.
Eclectic or electric?
Electric. Yeah, electric. I think they're relatively new. They're a craft brewery that's got a bit of hype about it.
I built a couple breweries. Well, I've built a few breweries, but several years ago, I did Firehouse Brewery up in Northern California a long time ago.
Yeah,
you ever heard of them?
That was the hang on, I'll blow myself up. That was the.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sick.
Huh. Yeah, I never heard of them.
Yeah.
They did Radio Brewing in San Diego. Fuck, I can't even remember names of other ones. We used to put in those big stainless vats.
Yeah.
I used to place those. I used to get those things off a truck, shove them through a window, and then set them in place.
Should be a fair old job doing that.
It's good money, bro. If you know what you're doing, you know what I mean. The Egyptians did it, so why the fuck can't you? You know what I mean? It's only weight. It's just a matter of how you put it.
And some of those big tanks, they're from like fucking Germany and all these European sort of nations.
Well, I worked for a company that used to make custom ones, and they did them like if you wanted 3 of them, you better set that up way advanced because in advance because they're going to take their sweet ass time, and they're all custom made, all stainless with some brass exterior parts and stuff like that, or copper, you know what I mean, or no brass, but some of the stuff hand pounded. Like you look and you know how they got the burner underneath, not the burner stuff underneath, but you know how they got that copper like braised pan. Some of them set around it that looks like it's hand pounded. Yeah, they would do those and stuff like that. So we used to take one of those things and you get one in a 26-foot box truck, bro. You lay it down and then pick it up with a forklift from one end and then shove it into there. And kind of like baby blanket it and set it all up where you're just sliding it right in. Yeah. And then when you get to the job site, you get your lifts, bro, and you crank them up where you just lift it up a little bit, shove a couple of dollies under it, roll it out to the lift gate, use the lift gate from an angle just to tilt it down to stand it up. And then you get it over to the location. Then you got to lay it back down again and pick it up and put it through the window.
Yeah. Dorito was talking the whole time.
When Dorito said slide it right in a couple of dollies, I was like, that's what she said.
Oh, dude, you might as well be with those fucking big old vats, dude.
Some of the access to some of the properties would be fucking terrible as well. It'd be real hard to get in there.
Dude, I've carried pizza ovens upstairs, dude. Put them over fucking marble bars before, bro. Yeah. Trust me. I've done some stupid shit that I go, fuck, I can't believe I just did that.
One of the worst things I've had to help out with is, grand pianos when we've had to move a few of them. Fuck, they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I've moved one piano once, and I fucking said never again. And when it comes to, like, moving homes, like that sort of shit, and even office stuff, I won't do it. Even my friends, I got a truck. My friends would be like, hey, can you help me move? Motherfucker, here's my keys. Leave your fucking car here. Yeah. Bye-bye. That's or I'll drive there and park and leave the air on. Load up the truck.
I don't even do my own shopping, let alone move furniture.
Dude,
stop that.
People that want you to move their houses, your friend or not, they end up not being your friend, or you end up with some fucking ill regret towards them. Because I shit you not, every fucking person. You move in a couch, and if you hit something by accident, they treat you like they're paying you $150 a motherfucking hour to do it. Yeah. And they're like, why'd you do that, dude? I didn't do it on purpose, but you're not paying me, motherfucker. And so
it's always the wife that's like, oh, I can't wait to move. It's going to be great. And it's like, yeah, because you're not the one doing the fucking hard graft.
And they point and click. And you're fucking grabbing their shit like you're working for them. Yeah. It's like, give me a fucking beer, will you?
That's why I'm never going to move. I'm never going to move, dude. I'm staying right here.
I can't say much, but I'm in my third house in 3 years. So.
Now, Sammy and Luke John, do you guys rent or do you guys own your houses?
We own them, but we've kind of we've been narrowing it down and offsetting some of them just to get the extra money in the bank for rainy days to come. So
we're almost to the point to where maybe within another 6 months to a year, we might be able to start looking. But it's going to be anywhere from minimum.
Your best bet, dude. Honestly, Dorito, your best bet is a little mini crash, a little housing crash, and just let the market come down about 20%.
Well, that's what we're hoping for again, because it does it every few years out here, dude. It goes,
right.
But still, we're looking at minimum 350 to 550. You know what I mean? And
you buy the top house in this area for 350, probably.
Yeah, but I can't do what I'm doing and have the connections that I have.
Well, you need access to land and freewheel and shit for you. So you're a little bit different with your lifestyle.
I want I want 2 acres, but at least 1, which ain't much, but it's enough for a little track.
I'm an avid scouter of American real estate.
Dude, my son will be 12 years old doing tabletops on his own track in the backyard, bro.
I'm an avid scanner of real estate in the US, and I've got to say, land over there is so much cheaper than here.
Is it really? Okay.
There was so in New York State, there was a 170-acre farm, couple of barns, 1 main house, and it was like 280,000 US. And it's like, I can't even get like 2 acres for less than $500,000 where I live.
In New York?
North Yorkshire.
There's so much land there too. It's like there's so much land in Yorkshire. I don't know. That makes no sense.
In New York, you said, or Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
Okay.
The land here was in New York. He's saying, but he says in Yorkshire he couldn't get that.
Yeah, Yorkshire's so expensive.
270,000, 100 some odd acres, and a house out here in the United States.
270,000, yeah.
Yeah, if you're out there, Dorito, and it's not
a waste dump site.
Well, if it's wooded, and there's nothing there, you could get that easily. That's where you're living. I mean, obviously, a farm for that probably isn't going to.
That's like Joshua Tree prices, bro. And you're going to get maybe 10 to 20 acres for that price with a house, and it's all going to be like the beach, but no water.
You can get, pretty much every place in Ohio, you can either get city water or well water. There's not, I don't think any.
No, you can get water there, but what I'm saying is there's, besides well water or city supplied water, there is no fucking water out there. It's the desert. Joshua Tree is, but that's where you find land for that price out there. Out here, $270,000 is going to get you a condo.
Well, my house appraised for, they just redid the tax appraisals, reappraised for $170,000, and I paid $94,000 for it in 2009. Honestly, without it, there's a lot of repairs I need to do. It's probably as is worth about $150,000 if I was to guess, because I got to do a lot of just little shit here or there. You know what I mean? But if somebody was to come up and buy it, that's probably what they'd pay for it. Concerning your repairs.
There you go, Joey. Sell your shit. Travel this.
Right. Yeah, I'm cool. I mean,
I'm cool.
Right. Well, I mean, this house is. I mean, the houses are going to do nothing but go up. So, I mean, this is going to be like the so to speak compound. And then if I need other places, I can just buy them if I get money and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not gonna. There's no with the rent with not one rent, but with the house payment, everything this cheap. I mean, that'd be silly to move.
Dude,
I mean, you can't get a one bed. Some places you can't even get a 1-bedroom for what I pay for mortgage, bro. It's like $1,000.
Rent prices or mortgage prices are now.
It's like $1,000. It's barely. I think it's still under $1,100 a month is what I pay total, and that's with the insurance and the taxes and the house payment. The taxes are more than the house payment, really. I mean, the taxes are fucking. I mean, I pay $6,000 a year in taxes, something like that. It's ridiculous.
We've lived here for 9 years. And you've got a real good landlord. We take care of our shit. He takes care of shit. The house is very nice. We keep it nice. We have 2 big dogs. We had 3 at one time. We still don't have problems. And luckily for us, before the housing market went crazy, we got in here because our rent's kind of set. You know what I mean? Yeah, it just went up a little bit, but not enough to cry about. You get a 3-bedroom apartment out here, it's $2,500 a month.
It's insane, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Yep.
Dude, You can get a 3-bedroom half of a duplex in Cleveland in the city for about 800. I mean, it's wild. The price discrepancies.
Our house, like our size and everything, the size of the house, the area it's in, the nicety of it, would probably be, in all actuality, if we went to walk in, probably 28 to 3,000 a month. Minimum.
So I've just seen the Dorito. Less than 300,000.
That's crazy, dude. That is crazy.
227 acres.
All right, you guys see where it's at here. Let's check out Clayton, New York.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is New York.
That is so crazy. All that land for so cheap.
Oh, that's right by fucking Canada. Jesus Christ. That's like right
I
on
was
the
just
border.
about to say, I bet you it's right on the border.
Literally, like that. This community is right on the Niagara River. Like, it's fucking crazy. Or the St. Lawrence River.
Nobody's looking at those illegals coming over the border, are they?
Oh, those are the French
there, huh?
those are the Quebec coming over. I think that's Quebec.
Talk shit about that one now, will you?
That's still Ontario, or is that Quebec? It might be Quebec.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke.
No, that's still Ontario. That's still Ontario.
Yeah. Instead of Mexicans coming over, it's French.
The border to get cheap beer and cigarettes.
And work.
Well, look at that community, though. If you type in Clayton, New York, and just Google Maps, look at it. There's nothing up that way. Nothing.
They all look the same, too, don't they?
You're probably good.
There's a whole bunch of cousin fucking going on around there.
Well, you're a good fucking hour and a half, because what's your name? Jules and them live around there. You're a good hour away from them. And fuck. Yeah, that's the middle of nowhere.
That's pretty fucking cheap.
But I mean, it also snows a lot up that way too. That's another reason it's probably cheap. Like you could, there might be weeks on end you're just stuck in the house because it snows.
No.
And then for where I live, 18 acres is on there for the small price, just a small price of 4.5 million.
I got you. Give me a second. I got you. We're gonna go to an area right here. This horse property area, right over by the lake. It's not far from here. I've done video over in that area before. It's called Gavilan Hills. So that's where the acreage where you can buy there.
I like that off-grid lifestyle, to be honest.
I'm cool with it. I need to go to a store.
Let's see here. I think these are just the houses. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,100 feet. Oh, that's a 55 plus community. Sorry. That one in the 55 plus community is only 845,000. You could probably see your neighbor fucking his wife from your front window. It's that close. Let's see here.
Does it say it comes with benefits?
No. Oh, 1,299,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. 2,595 feet. It doesn't say how much property.
It says, according to Zillow, if I was to rent, man, Zillow got this fucking house way marked up high, $216,600. There's no way somebody's paying $216,000 for this dump. Regardless, if I was to rent, it says I get $1,800 a month rent. There's no
this is a bigger house. It looks like a Scientology pad in all actuality. It's a pretty big house.
The big children has just returned.
69 pictures. I'm trying to get this property.
Just 18.
Dude, if I won the lotto, I'd buy this pad.
You don't even play the lotto.
Yeah, I do.
Why do you play the lotto? It's bad for you.
Why do you want to know?
Because you need money for other things.
Why don't you go fix your house so you can get more money for it?
I'm not selling it. There's no need to fix it.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
You gotta keep your house looking shitty, bro. That way the taxes are lower, man.
That's what you get for 1.3 million, bro.
Right. I'm gonna have them come out here and reassess the taxes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this place is a dump.
Yeah, this is a different tax plan now.
Well, it does have a nice little warehouse with it too.
Oh, yeah.
So I would love if properties and all that didn't upkeep the look and appearance of it. They should pay more in tax.
It has a ranch hand corner. This is full-on equestrian center. So I guess it's good size.
You build houses on that.
Well, it has a ranch hand house. There's the property right there. That's what you get for 1.2 million out here, about 10 miles away.
That house in the private jet, that's my house right there.
That's toward more closer to Murrieta in all actuality, Sammy.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like 18 acres where I am, 4.5 million. I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's like,
and that's up north.
And it's in the middle of nowhere.
There's no
town next to it.
Hey.
And you live up north.
You for 5 million, I can build you a house on the lake here in Cleveland, literally on the lake.
There's a bargain.
It's $501 per square foot out here for this property. That's what it says.
Is that your place, sir?
No. I wish. Shoot, there'd be a track out there, bro. I'd be out on that motherfucker right now, dude.
No.
Yeah, on the private jet, that's my house.
Oh,
all right. Big old lawn.
Shit.
Mind you, Americans' lawns and that is like fucking.
Right, it's so big. It's so unnecessarily big. I don't even use that giant lawn. It's just there for no reason.
It's just when I was there, I was like, fucking, there's no fences. There's no fences. There's no walls. It's like
everything's open. Yeah, we got random. We had a deer that was fucking. And this sucks because like I know the girls, Kim and Nikki, they really started falling in love with this little deer because it was like an older deer, and you could tell she was coming here to relax from the shade. A little bit of mange on her face. But I can't have a fucking deer living in my breezeway, so I had to close the door. And I'm like, no more deers in the breezeway. That's how it is. A deer just walking over the place because the park's right there. Well, you saw the park. You saw how close we are to the park. It's crazy over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could. I'd need a fence, bro.
Yeah.
Well, the backyard got a fence in it. The
backyard is fenced.
Yeah. There's no boundary. A lot of places.
Yeah, but he's just saying it's not as defined as over in the UK. Everything's like, all right, here's your property.
Is this like a half lot, like a half acre or a full acre?
Mine is that's like a third of an acre.
Okay, so it's third.
If you do the overhead view, there's I got a pretty big backyard for the, it's about twice the size of the front yard.
Yeah, we got below a quarter lot. It's like a 20th.
I got like there's a good back half, not the back half, but maybe the back fourth or so of the yard is like all woods and shit. And I never really go back there because it's like all just a bunch of trees, and I could get taken out, but it's like why it provides a nice little barrier. The guys,
I like how you got your garage separated, but you got that little walkway in between.
The breezeway, that's nice, man. I love the breezeway.
I like that. I like that because that keeps the shit off the elements off of you when you're going from the fucking into the house.
Mm-hmm.
The weird thing is, Craig's downstairs toilet is a third of an acre.
I've only got one toilet though.
Only one toilet in it.
We got two. That's pretty cool pad, Joey.
I like it.
Well,
so you got is there one?
I said I was only coming on for one. I don't know what you've done to me, Sammy.
See again, Dorito?
So is there one half that's your garage and the other half that's your little man cave? Or
if you look at the, you got to go to the overhead view. If you go to the overhead view, you can see the full garage. But like in the garage to the left in the picture, the back half of that is where I'm at right now.
Okay. So you halved it then. Okay.
Yeah. I half the garage up. We don't use the garage for cars. We do.
Okay.
Oh, you just knocked into where you are now.
Neither do I. I don't use them for cars either.
I got the Vespa in there, but that's been.
I got the scooter there too.
That's the stone.
Yeah, using shirts. I got like 100 T-shirts like lined up out here, like shit like this, random shirts and jerseys.
Is that a smashed up Vespa, Joey? You know the one with the lamppost number on it.
You're just in your stone. You're in your stoner cave now, yeah.
Yeah. I'm here in the back stoner. I should have brought you guys here when you were here. Angie and Lep and B-Wiz came here last time. They were in here for about 15 minutes. Angie got stupid high.
Yeah.
I was going to say hello to Craig the other night, but he was on Adam's stream. I thought it'd just be rude to go into Adam's chat, so I just left it.
That's my little scooter, Joey.
It would have been rude.
Nice. My battery's dead, so I can't even fucking beep the horn.
Just get the plastics and put them on yourself if it's just plastics.
Boy,
Things stoners do.
My ex used to have one of them, Joey.
A dick?
Wow. He went there.
See what?
Breakfast of Champions, guys.
Yoo-hoos. Jimmy likes yoo-hoos.
So did Luke.
It's like 1 o'clock, bro. It's not breakfast. It's lunch at this time. Even for you, it's 10 o'clock. It's still pretty much lunchtime.
It's nearly
I woke up
breakfast
at like 8:30 this morning.
Yeah, for Sammy, it's breakfast. Shit. It's like 3 in the morning over there.
There's a breakfast, Sammy.
I've had Mongolian chicken dish, and now I'm like, I said I was joining for one, and yeah, I've drunk all my beer now. Your fault, family.
We're gonna go to Walmart and then go look at.
I'm not drinking. So.
Go look at puppies.
Are you guys getting a new dog today?
Well, not today, but we're looking.
Joey does that a lot. Yeah.
What's that?
It's gotta be the perfect one, bro. Almost fell for a German Shepherd yesterday.
Oh,
Border Collie, so. But almost fell for a 7-month-old rescue shepherd.
German Shepherds are awesome, man.
It was a rescue, a German Shepherd.
If history's ever taught us anything, never fall for German.
What?
If history's never taught us anything, never fall for a German.
Great.
No, we like German Shepherds, dude. They're good dogs. We have one. We have actually a German Shepherd. We have a Great Dane as well, but our Great Dane's not doing well. So, Sammy? Is that you, Sammy? Sammy?
Sammy's still new to this game. He's hit the wrong button.
You can come back to your own live streams, Sammy. If not, we'll keep it going for 24 hours for you.
Yeah. Come back with the Fosters, Sammy.
What are you doing, Joey?
I'm putting all these things together. I'm connecting the weed tubes.
Oh, Jesus. I thought you had a transformer thing then.
That looks like it.
Things that stoners do.
Well, you gotta kill time till this football or this soccer game starts here in a couple of minutes.
2 hours away.
Is it 2 hours away? I thought it was 3. Yeah, 2 hours away. It's coming up.
Huh.
And realistically, what am I going to get done in the next 2? I mean, I suppose I can make cookies. Probably should do this.
All you do is always making cookies, huh, Joey? Joey, order the plastics for your Vespa. We'll do a live stream, and we'll put that shit together. I'll help you.
That's boredom right there.
Joey, is it feasible at all for you to take a picture of the damage of your scooter and send it to me so I can just look at it and see?
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can do that on Instagram. Hold on.
Oh, you had an accident. I didn't know you drove a scooter.
Joey the Skid Mark. That's why. Why do you think I call him Joey the Skid Mark?
Yeah, let's see. Where are you at?
Luch loves that name, by the way.
It's Dorito. I haven't missed you in a long time. Oh, there you go. All right, hold on.
Oh, you don't call, you don't write, nothing.
I never talk to you. Fuck you. Hold on.
I'm sure he had an accident.
Maybe we could find Chinese aftermarket parts.
I didn't even know he had a moped.
I'll get you that later, dude. It's there's too much shit in the way. I have to move like 3 things. It's not working right now.
3 things.
Hence when I said, Craig, about the numbers on the
it's never going to be done. That motherfucking thing's going to get more shit piled up around it. And he's gonna be like, dude, I got to move like 5 things to fucking get a picture of it. And it's going to be, dude, I got to move 7 things. And then it's going to be, dude, I donated to fucking 1-800 Cars for Kids.
1-800. Oh, dude, don't even bring that up. Why we got to bring that up? Why you got to bring up the commercial? Now you're going to be singing all day, asshole.
I've got to move 2 bags.
What, 1-800?
No, it's those guys in England don't have it because they don't have these fucking numbers. But there's a thing in the States. It's a commercial. It runs on all the. And when you hear it once, it's stuck in your head for a million years. It's 877 Cars for Kids, and their jingle goes like this. Yep. 1-877 Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. And dude, it fucking, oh my god, it's annoying. And they got a version where there's babies playing instruments, and it's so bad.
They are pretty bad, your adverts over there, I have to say.
Well, for a while there was
sophisticated over here.
That one. This is why I don't listen to commercials, because half of them are like this. It's either that or a fucking advertisement for some drug I'm never going to use.
Exactly.
Flubutasol is right for you. Side effects may include
the healthcare adverts. I think hilarious. It's just like, what the fuck?
We're more sophisticated over here. We've got Hastings Direct. 0800 1066. Only because the Battle of Hastings was 1066. It's just logical.
Yeah. I don't watch adverts. I just turn them over.
Right. That's why
some adverts are like you look at some, you think, what?
I'll tell you something though. £12.99 YouTube Premium. Best thing I've ever done.
Those people just gave me.
Hey, if you're on YouTube as much as everybody on this thing is, and I know everybody up here is a fucking goddamn YouTube whore, so it is what it is. Admit it. We're all YouTube whores. YouTube Premium is essential. It's such a no-brainer, dude. I mean, the amount a lot of people pay for 2-3 beers, you get YouTube Premium for a month of no commercials, not listening to these fucking stupid advertisements. It's gold. The best money you will spend is YouTube Premium by far. Getting close.
I just had to pay for it because I got fed up of, hi, I'm Dana from StreamYard. Fuck off, Dana. I don't even know who you are, but you're really getting on my last nerve.
You're going to pay for YouTube Premium, and next year they're going to do the same thing they did with Netflix, the same thing they did with Amazon, the same thing they did with Disney. You're going to pay for this streaming service to block whatever, and then next thing you know, you're not going to be able to hit that X button to skip because you're going to be sucked into that fucking world anyways. Look at Amazon. Look at all of them now. Didn't you get Amazon Prime or something, not just for shipping, so you could also watch movies and stuff without having to fucking skip shit? Right?
There was Amazon exclusive.
Yeah, now they put adverts in that. And then, but you can pay again.
Yeah, even cable, dude. We got cable. It's like, why the fuck are we paying for cable when there's commercials fucking on cable now?
Well, Sky's like that over here. Sky. It's just like, you still got adverts and stuff. You still paying a subscription and service, and look at adverts as well. They're creaming it.
Dude, give me my rabbit ears back.
I like Sky News this morning when they reported on Trump, and then it came up the Hello Fresh advert.
You know that if you back in the day, if you position the antennas just right and put enough foil on each end, at like 3 o'clock in the morning, you could get the National Geographic channel with only one line down the middle.
Yeah, I remember when cable first come to Australia, it's like there was no adverts at all. It was fucking awesome, but these days it's shit.
That's how it was supposed to be. What the fuck? You're paying for cable because you don't want to deal with none of that. That's what commercials are for. Commercials are supposed to pay for the TV, right? Well, if you're paying for cable, then why the fuck should you have to have a commercial? That's what it was all about then.
Well, that's why we've got the TV license. So you pay the TV license, and then anything on the BBC you don't get adverts for. And it's like, I'm happy with that. Still works out cheaper than YouTube Premium over the air as well.
Yeah, but you get charged the TV license even if you don't watch BBC, which is
who's down with BBC? Yeah,
you're still paying for them anyway, even though you don't fucking watch them.
No, we get BBC America over here, so we can watch that.
No, we do have BBC America.
Yeah,
we got on cable. You got a few different BBC channels.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a TV license in America?
No, we have nothing.
We pay.
It's called paying the motherfucking cable bill.
So we pay for your BBC stuff. That's right, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Anything we got, just
we pay, bro. We
got this thing called PBS, and they pay for it with like taxes, but it's not like a direct fee or anything like that.
Just because we threw all your tea in the water doesn't mean that we don't pay any fucking taxes.
Some of the programs on PBS are actually really good, though. I'm not going to knock public television. There's definitely a place for public television.
Too soon?
I mean, it is what it is on that stuff. I'm not going to worry about stuff that was over 250 years ago almost, so it's not my...
I'm fucking around, dude. Wait until I get to Harry Potter.
It's weird with the Harry Potter stuff, Dorito, because like a lot of people watch Harry Potter.
That's Scottish. That don't count. That's all right.
A lot of the Harry Potter fans are just on such a weird level of dorkism.
Oh, I know, dude.
Harry Potter's Scottish anyway. So.
It's is he really?
I know, but just the reference in general will piss you guys off.
Harry Twatter.
The Harry Potter reference just is like, what the fuck, you idiot?
Do you remember, hey, Dorito, do you remember the show Ally McBeal?
Yes.
There was, for a while there, I had this, I think it was Spice. It was one of the porno channels, and they had a parody. It was called Ally McFeel. And there was a guy, and the thing was Johnny Cochran instead of Johnny Cochran. And it was funny, bro. It was great. Welcome to Ally McFeel. And they would have courtroom dramas. I miss those days of porn. Now it's just all.
What was the girl's name? Callista Fanny Fuck.
Callista Flickhart. God, there's a name I heard a while. Callista Flockhart. She's still alive? I should get her in the show. Let's see here.
You're going to get yourself a porn star on your fucking interviews?
No. Callista Flockhart was the girl who played the regular Ally McBeal.
Oh.
Didn't she marry fucking Harrison Ford?
Did she?
Yeah, for a while. Right?
She did for a while. Yeah,
they're still married. No shit. Yeah, damn. Well, Harrison Ford died in Star Wars, so I don't know.
I didn't know I was surrounded by celebrity.
That's the cool thing about Star Wars is you don't really have to be there. You can come back.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, look, Yoda, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader with a better look.
Well, isn't a lot of Star Wars just amped off the Bible? Isn't like Yoda?
Skywalker.
Well, Yoda was 900 years old, right? Wasn't that like I can't say it. Methuselah's age wasn't around the same age, 900 or so.
Methuselah.
Yeah, in the Bible.
Yeah.
One of you guys knows the Bible. I seen somebody up here.
I know what you're. So I'm just going Methuselah.
Okay, Google. How old was Methuselah when he died?
969 years of age. According to Wikipedia, he is claimed to have lived the longest life, dying at 969 years of age. According to the book of Genesis, Methuselah was the son of Enoch, the father of Lamech, and the grandfather of Noah.
There it is. So the guy who did the ark, his grandfather was Methuselah, lived to be 960, and that's how they got Yoda's age. Because remember Yoda when he died. Okay, Google. How old was Yoda when he died?
900. According to Wikipedia, he is introduced as a former mentor of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he trains Luke Skywalker in the ways of the Force until his death at the age of 9.
See? I'm not just talking shit, bro. Your boy knows, dude. Your boy knows.
Ask where the ark is now located.
Yeah, where's the ark?
That's what 100 is in Welsh.
Okay, Google. What's 100 in Welsh?
Duncan.
Here's your translation. Now, so Google can improve, it would help to know how satisfied you are with that translation.
It doesn't have a speaker. It doesn't have a native speaker, so it doesn't.
It
just puts up the words. One cunt.
What's what was it again?
All of a sudden, real
100 in Welsh.
Not conscious.
How do you say 100 in Welsh?
Here's your translation.
Nope.
They removed it. Terrible.
What is it, bad or what?
Yeah, just a little. See you next Tuesday.
Now I'm gonna have to jump down a rabbit hole.
Welsh is any of those languages. Hey, most of them are extinct now. But if you look up Welsh, Scots Gaelic, Irish Gaelic, Manx, Cornish, those are fascinating languages, bro. You got to check that shit out. There's a whole 6 of them.
Do you speak Welsh?
No, nobody really. I mean, nobody on this panel probably does, but it's
no.
You don't speak Welsh?
There's only a couple million people in Wales. Dude, Wales is not populous at all.
Most of the Welsh don't speak Welsh.
Right. These languages are mostly dead, dude. They're
definitely dying.
There's more sheep shaggers than people in Wales.
Is that
that's a fact. That's a fact, Rito. There actually is like more sheep in Wales than there are people. Like 10 million sheep and 3 million.
Is that like Gaelic or whatever?
Well, there's 2 different kinds of Gaelic. Scots Gaelic, that's Scotland. Highlands, they speak
Gaelic sounds like a euphemism, but moving on.
I think it's Gaelic, but then the Irish Gaelic is.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Is Gaelic?
Yeah, well, if you see Irish, you know, when they say Poke Mahone and shit like that, that's Irish Gaelic, and then Scots Gaelic is like I don't know, you'd have to think of some words in Scots Gaelic.
It's garlic.
Garlic.
It's garlic. Put some garlic on my sandwich.
I speak Gaelic for my Gaelic. I need some more
garlic
coffee.
football, we go around kicking a bunch of garlic. Not bad.
For some reason, the Wimbledon's still on. Announced the fucking finals of the mixed finals.
I got to. I'm going to go have a cigarette. Then I got to do what my wife wants me to do, and then we're going to go look at people in Walmart. So
he's going to whack off to people at Walmart.com. I got you. There's what it is.
No, we're going to go look at the people of Walmart. It's fun. My son and I have a good time. I'm trying to get him to do what Mojo.
There's a Facebook page, isn't there? People of Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You see some strange shit at Walmart, dude.
Well, the one by me, Craig, that you saw is one of the better. If we went to the city or went by lab, or there you see some fucking crazy people at the Walmart.
It was pretty interesting.
You can get the BBCs and the little skin clad clothing, and it's like.
I mean, if you want to go out for a walk daily, just go to Walmart. It's fucking massive.
Right.
About
we have dropped one thing into another basket. I'm trying to get my son into it. My daughter, she's kind of into it. My wife gets pissed off at me, so we got to do it when she's not looking. So it's really kind of hard. But yeah, I am trying to encourage dropping stuff into other people's baskets. So it is a pastime. I love Mojo. Miss you, Mojo. All right, man.
All right, take care.
Sammy,
catch you, dude.
Have a good morning. Have a good day at work. I get my mouse to fucking work. Fuck. There we go. All right, guys. Peace.
See you, Dorito. Take it easy, buddy.
You working today, so yeah?
I work tonight, which is
fucking not too sad then. You got a bit of
so 7. Yes.
What are you now? 20 past
17 hours away. Very long time.
20 past 4. Something like that.
20 past 3.
3. Oh, even more. That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, the plan was always to just have a few drinks through the night, watch the game, and then get some sleep after the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in a bit. See the bit.
I might have some sleep during the game.
Well, I had an hour or so before I went online and oh fuck, Sammy's on.
Where are you watching?
I said I was going for 1. I've now had 6.
I'm at home. I'm not going out. It's just,
oh yeah.
Well, you gotta go. Hey, if no, I don't want to. I don't know what your guys' superstitions are, but if England does win this game, some people get pissed when you say when they win this game. So if England wins this game, bro, you're gonna want to be out for the parties, man. This is the biggest thing to hit the entire island in fucking 10, 20 years. I mean, name something this century that would be bigger today than a Euros win for England. Name one thing. I mean, we might be talking the biggest news event period since Princess Diana passed away.
This is the biggest sporting achievement since the 60s.
Oh, easily one of the biggest sporting things for you guys in a minute, brother. Shit, you're going to want to be out for the parties. If you are a single guy, go to any bar and just grab him by the hand and take him home because it's going to be fucking shooting.
There's late licenses all over, so if we win, I might pop out for a couple of hours.
No, you'd be kind of silly to not do that.
Right? You might.
Well,
the biggest party in the world's right over there. I think I'm going to call this one out and take a breather. Fuck that shit, son. Go right in the middle of that bitch and be like, party! And shake it, man. Fuck.
See, for me, if England win, that's great. If they lose, that's also great because I'll win £100.
Oh, you did the reverse bet thing? Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But I didn't do the reverse bet. I actually had a bet on England. Nobody bets on England. It's the same as nobody bets on Middlesbrough.
You don't bet on your own team. So.
I never bet on the Browns or Cavs. Never. I mean, if it's like a friend, say I got a buddy in Chicago and there's a Cubs fan, I'm an Indians fan. We'll bet like that. But I don't bet using the sports.
Maybe you should. We might win a few more days.
Right? Jesus, as bad as the Browns are, I just bet year over year that the Browns going to suck this year. Here's $100. Oh, you win $5,000 every year. That's pretty much how.
You just went all right last year.
Yeah, the Browns season last year went good, man. And if we get some guys like Kelly, dude, fucking, you're gonna see a fucking happy Joey Edibles. Not that I'm not happy now, but like a really happy Joey.
It's the best I've seen them. It's the furthest I've seen them get for. Well, yeah.
The only England team I support really is in the rugby. Other than that, it's kind of. I mean, I'm half Scottish and half Belgian with a bit of Irish, so forgive me for not supporting England.
I will watch the rugby now and again. I prefer the internationals. I don't watch any league stuff.
Yeah. I should try to get some of the guys from the
State of Origin League is where it's at.
There's no way I couldn't get some of the U.S. rugby guys on the team. These guys got to be about as famous as me and Craig. I mean, they get most rugby, and they do have rugby. You guys would be surprised how rugby actually is kind of popular on the fringes over here. Like in college, rugby's crazy popular in college.
Yeah.
Those guys are known to have the best parties, dude. The rugby guys, fucking A. They would just.
I remember Jamie that was in New York there. He played rugby while he was there.
Oh yeah, it's popular. Well, it's mainly popular because the per capita booze drinking, rugby maybe up there with softball in terms of like the most drinking. I mean, they would they wouldn't even shower, dude. They would call it stink and drink. They would literally just go to the sidelines and bring the keg there, just start drinking right there in the field. I mean, these guys just didn't care.
Rugby fans drink like fucking loads.
Stink and drink. It sounds like a session in Wetherspoons.
They're all big boys.
They are big lumps.
Boys that can hold it.
Big northern lumps drinking. It's like fuck.
Right, that's it. I mean, there's not many women at places like that, so it's like I don't know. Not that everything in life has to be involved around where there's going to be women, but if I'm going to leave the house most times, I want at least there to be some chicks around. Like that's the cool thing about tailgates and shit. There's always some chicks around to talk to, bullshit with, look at. Not that I don't bullshit with guys most of the time, but I got to look at something sometimes. As I don't know. That's why I didn't join the Marine Corps because there's no chicks in the Marines. I mean, there is, but a lot of times they're like really masculine.
I'll fuck you up.
Right? Like Jesus Christ. Like let's be real. I'm not the most manly of men. Like I don't know shit about drywall. I fucking hate cars. I prefer office work. So it's like you get some of these girls out there in these, construction worker chicks or fucking chicks working in the sanitation industry or marine shit. You're probably more masculine than I am. It is what it is. I'm not gonna hate. Fuck it. You're not going to be the toughest guy or the toughest whatever in anything. There's always going to be somebody better, typically.
Can you call it masculine anymore after men or women? Or cats or fish or whatever they want to identify themselves as? I don't know. I get confused.
Just women. They're just women.
Right. Just women. You either got a dick or you got a pussy. That's how it is, man. If you got a dick pussy, then I don't know. Go fuck yourself, I guess, huh? So that's why I always hated that debate. It always goes down to the stupidest primordial shit. It's like you're really going to waste your time, talking about this stupid shit when it affects literally nobody you're ever going to meet ever. It's like saying one-armed individuals are discriminated against. Okay, I'm sure they are on the fringes, but you're going to let this fucking drive your entire ethos. You're going to worry about this daily. Like, I mean, how many people with one arm do you really know? I've probably seen fucking 8 million people in my life. Maybe 3 or 4 of them had one arm. I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends on what arm.
Unless you're a care worker, you know.
Now, if I would like to get, like, say, for some reason, do you remember that movie where they were like, long sleeve or short sleeve, and they would just cut me off and give me a short sleeve, whatever? I would not be opposed to having, like, a bionic arm. That'd be cool as shit.
Mm.
Could you imagine,
especially these days with AI and shit, it's like, fuck.
Did you see that bloke that was on the news
one I've got? Fucking chop that one off, get me another one.
Did you see that bloke on the news one that had a bionic arm?
Luke John's already thinking about this. I'd go to whack it, and the strength on the fucking magnetic arm would be too small, and I'd fucking crush my dick.
That bloke on the news, though, will you give us a little look how your bionic arm works, and the arm's just there and it starts like,
I've seen that one. Yes, I've seen that one.
It just lifts it up and it's still going. It's like Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You know what he was up to last night?
You knew where that was going. It's like, no.
That's great.
Pretty funny.
There was a machine like that did that. It was doing the thing. The chick was like, this one chick in the comments was like, "Can you make one for girls?" I was like, "Just turn sideways. You can use that one right there."
Question is though, is it gay if it's a robotic arm?
Nah, not at all. I mean, it's no more gay than sitting on like if you sit on a dryer or a washing machine and you just cum in your pants. That's not gay. You know, that's not really sexual. That's just circumstantial orgasms. You know what I mean?
That's good vibrations.
Right. Like if you're mowing, that's why I always got these lawnmower guys. These lawnmower guys hold the lawnmower right up to their dick, so they come a couple times when they're on their shift. Ask Paul, by the way. You know what you need? Hey, a lawnmower is like a vibrator for guys. You don't even need your wife after that. You know what I mean?
What's got a lawnmower?
What did we learn today?
Pretend to mow the lawn.
He's not here. $4.
Doing laundry is fun.
We learnt the exact location of where Joey's smoking in his house.
True.
My shit's funny because if you type in Joe Farrell address, it just literally pops in my address. I'm the only one of my name in the world, so it's not like I really hide where I live. I mean, I put my last name underneath my numbers on the front of the house, so they know that this is Farrell country. You better not fuck with it. It really doesn't matter, but
I don't care because I was in public office. My address and all that is already out there. It's like in the council website archives and stuff. People can find my mobile number, where I live, and everything to do with me. It's like I'm not bothered anymore.
No, I try to make it even more public than it should be. I mean, all my Facebook posts are public. I mean, my Facebook address is facebook.com/Varel. It's literally one of the easiest ones ever to come up with. And I'm not hard to find. I mean, if you want to find me, just fuck. I mean, I'm probably the easiest. I try to be as easy to find as possible in case somebody wants to look me up. I mean, nobody ever does, but in the 1 in a million case, somebody, hey, I want to reconnect with that guy. They know where to find me.
I put you on Facebook. I muted you for 30 days.
Oh, you got to. Oh yeah, I post stupid shit all the time. You got to. I'm never gonna hate if somebody pauses me or mutes me on Facebook because I post a lot. I post about stupid shit. It is what it is.
To be honest, I muted you on your last hookup with Craig when Craig went over. I just muted you. So the last thing I need to know is just all these faces I see on YouTube all over my Facebook page.
Only 1 or 2 posts. It weren't a lot. I didn't.
Joey was putting like minute by minute bloody updates on.
I don't know. No idea. I need to go back. I'll go back for longer.
Yeah, we got to figure out some kind of giant thing because I mean, and it's like this, dude. We're going to be
even if it's East Coast or something.
Well, me and you are going to physically have to set it up because we got to acknowledge this about the rest of the community. We don't exactly have a bunch of proactive, organization forward-minding people here. I mean, there's a lot of people. Oh yeah, I'd love to meet up, but there's 2 kinds of people who say they would love to meet up. One, people would say they would love to meet up, but they don't have the money to do anything. And 2, people would say they love to meet up, but they're either too old or too whatever drunk to remember the times they said this, and they're never going to do it. So that's why you have to just figure it out and just work with it, man. Just show up and do it. Here's what it's going to be. October 2025. We're all meeting up and.
Well, yeah, and that's it. Set a time, and that's done. It's just, and then if you turn up, you turn up.
We'll start in Camden, New Jersey, and end in Gary, Indiana. We'll start a fucking worst cities of the Midwest and East Coast tour.
Yeah, shit city tour.
Around here, that'd be East Cleveland. Yeah, I didn't show Craig the bad parts of the entire area. But I mean, it's funny, Cleveland itself, though. I mean, like, downtown's really clean. I mean, I like
to see some of the good parts as well.
Yeah, I mean, Homestead's really not bad, too. I mean, it's fun around here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would have laughed the last time, Craig, this last May when we did the same thing. We were out at Angie's. Everybody was kicking in Angie's room. And there was some kind of, like, over here, like, if you get caught drunk driving, you got to go do this weekend.
I wouldn't want to stay in her room. I'd rather go across the road to the Hairy Buffalo, to be honest.
Hairy Buffalo's cool. Man. I love that place. Man. It's a great bar. I love Hairy Buffalo.
I'll go earlier when it, where it's like proper, where it's busier.
Mm-hmm.
Because the time we went, it weren't busy at all, and it's like.
Yeah, we went.
It was all outside, and it was fucking lashing with rain. And it was like,
it was funny because that last year, when it rained that one day, it didn't rain for like a good 6 weeks after that. Like it was so dry.
Yeah,
so dry.
It was a bit like crackers. Yeah, but no, that rained. Flipping out, that rained.
What type of bar is it?
It's a sports bar.
Yeah,
there's like two sides to it in the patio in the back.
They didn't have masses of beers, but they had like Dogfish 90 IPA on. I was fucking happy with that. I was like, yeah, just sessioning the shit out of that.
Just a good atmosphere there.
I got pretty merry on them. I was like, about 3 or 4 of them. I was like, yeah, that was good. That was the Friday night, wasn't it? Yeah, that was after the show, wasn't it? After the
we stayed up late.
Oh, so you went there after the gig?
Yeah, but I already had a fair few at the gig, like well, I had a couple of Impy Stouts and a few other bits, and then I went on to started sessioning that. I was like, I was pretty buzzed by the end. Yeah, and that rain was just like, God.
It was fucking just coming down ridiculous.
I thought it was only literally it's a 10-minute walk from where I was staying. It's like no way you walking home or back to the hotel and that you may as well have jumped in the sea. It was so you just would have absolutely drowned. So yeah, pretty funny.
It's like when you go to the Southeast Asia and it starts raining, it fucking buckets down.
But it was humid with it. It was evaporating. It was steaming, and it was like, fucking hell, this is mad.
Yeah, we get definitely. You guys get more steady weather, but we get more extreme weather. You know what I mean? Like,
straight. You get you get big weather fronts and shit like that. I mean, I had to contact. I contacted Cassie the other day because there was a tornado right in near Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't know where you are, but just
Syracuse about 5 hours or so.
There was a big warning went out. I got it, and I was like, "Fuck!" So I just messaged her and said, "Oh, hunker down or whatever."
If I go down Interstate 90
it was on the ground as well. It was on
Interstate 90 goes from Seattle to Boston. It goes the entire country, and it passes right by my house.
Yeah.
If I take 90 to Buffalo, that's where Paul's at. Well, Paul's in Angola, it's right outside Buffalo. But 90 and then if I keep going up 90, I'll hit. I think I'll hit Syracuse unless it splits off.
Yeah.
There's a couple freeways up there.
But no, it was on the ground. It was heading towards Syracuse. Oh fuck! I've got to let people know.
Most of these, we don't get too many tornadoes in the city.
They're normally further south. They're normally further south.
Tornadoes spin around, but they need big open areas to build up. So you've got a lot of stuff. That's why you never hear like New York City's going to get hit by a tornado or Cleveland or anything like that because
quite rare.
The big buildings just break up the tornado.
That's why big plains. It's the big plains.
Yeah, places like Oklahoma and Kansas. That's where most of the tornadoes.
Well, they got the Texas Panhandle is pretty fucking rad for that as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so that's what happens. It's sort of like out in the open fields. It gets bigger and bigger.
You got the wind that comes down. It comes down the Sierras, and then it hits the Gulf winds coming up from the south, and they collide. Yeah. And that's so you get the convergence. That's it.
What does that smell like? Does it smell like cinnamon and chamomile or something else?
What do we got here?
Chamomile. So this is a 68.3% 28-year-old Boonerhaven Scotch whiskey. So it's sweet, smoky, little notes of cigarette, citrus, a little bit of tar. Obviously, it's aged in the barrel for that long. But yeah. Cheers, folks.
Is pretty much every whiskey from that aisle you went to smoky, or are some not smoky?
It depends. So like Lagavulin, Lafroig were like
Yeah,
peaty, and then
yeah,
Boonahave, Brookladdy, they obviously do the Octomore.
yeah,
So theirs is like Octomore 14.1's like off the scale in terms of peat.
yeah.
But most of them are actually like pretty mellow with the smoke.
Yeah.
Like you get a little bit of smoke, but nothing over the top. This one here, that just kicked you in the kisser.
Yeah.
That's like you walk up to that, that's going to give you a jab in the nuts, and you're going to thank it for it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I've had Lagavulin, I've had Lefroy, I've had Ardbeg, I've had Port Charlotte?
Port Charlotte, yeah, that's a Brookladdy.
Yeah, they've all been pretty smoky. I'm still yet to try Octomore. It's sort of bucket list for me.
Yeah, it's well worth it. I've actually got one. I've got an Octomore 7.1.
Yeah.
It was bottled about 8-9 years ago.
Cool.
And that's a 58.6%.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I've actually got some in there that are like 68%, almost pure.
Oof.
So obviously, like my plan was to like me and Liam was gonna do like these extra series of all the extra bottles that we picked up.
Yeah.
And then we never got round to doing it.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, I just want to drink them.
Yeah.
I'm not even bothered about YouTube.
Like
I just want.
Yeah.
But you know, a 28-year-old Boonahave.
Yeah. That's
can't beat it.
No, it looked like a pretty cool trip that you did.
Yeah, we're going to do one next year. So we're going up to Speyside next year.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit about 10, 11 distilleries up on Speyside in a week.
Yeah. So is Speyside like mainland, or is that like an island as well?
Yeah, it's mainland. So it's kind of the main whiskey area. So that's kind of like all your big boys, your kind of Macallans and your Dalwhinnie and your Belvini and all that type of stuff. So should be pretty cool. And then we're actually planning on doing an island.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Trip.
I found this in the house. We were going to use this for the show, but I still haven't opened this. So I'm not drinking, but this is still an open. But this is pretty cool. Jameson's.
Cool.
And there's another one I got in the house. It's in a thing. It's like an 18-year-old aged whiskey. I paid like $100 something for that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that actually, but probably sell it at some point. Maybe just keep it. I mean, this stuff doesn't go bad, right? Fucking, you can keep this forever and it's still good.
Keep it. As long as
you'd be surprised at the resale, you could make a fair bit of money with some of it.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, right before me getting to die. Oh yeah, I got this fucking 50-year-old bottle of whiskey. If anybody wants to buy it, like holy shit.
Yeah. So the idea with whiskey is once you allow too much oxygen in, the taste kind of changes a little bit.
Okay.
So like once you get down like half a bottle, then it's like I'll drink this a bit quicker now because I don't want that taste to change too much. Which is kind of why people like me buy 2 bottles. just to make sure.
Right. Well, I mean, something like this. I mean, if you're really drinking, I mean, how many milliliters is a shot? This is 750 milliliters.
25 mil is a shot, or 35 mil.
All right, so
you've got about 20.
I look at 20 shots per bottle. So yeah, I think this bottle was $40. I want to say it's right around 40.
And you've got a good bottle there because Jameson's Black is pretty smooth.
Yeah, it's a triple distilled in this one.
Yeah, anything triple distilled is very smooth. But it's kind of got like more like herbal notes to it than big fruity punchy notes.
Mm-hmm.
Or like mine, very big smoky aura to it.
I would grab the other bottle, but I don't want to. It's all in that fancy box and shit. And every time I open it, it probably gives neighbors a little bit more. So the newer the bottle gets, the better it looks, the better it is 20 years from now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already 18 years old, so I mean, who knows?
I mean, these were my review whiskies
Okay.
that I brought back from my Scotland trip earlier this year. But I've gone into food now, so I don't want to cramp it all up with whiskey reviews. And I don't join enough streams anymore to be able to drink them. Because Sammy never sends me a message anymore. Not Craig, for that matter. I don't know how many people are watching, but if you're watching, hello. Welcome to Short and Stout Beer Reviews with the Samster. You've got the Lil Kent, Craig. You've got Joey, Square Table Degenerates.
I think everyone calls him Little Kent.
Little Kent, yeah. And myself, Luke John. Yeah. Nice little bunch doing different things. It's pretty cool.
There's a lot. I'm in a couple veterans groups on Facebook, right? And there's sorry about that silence to everyone. You know how it is. I mean, we don't like to leave silence, but every once in a while, blue moon, there's gonna be some silent periods. I'm in a lot of random veterans groups, and there's so many people like, oh, I miss my time in the service. I don't know, man. I miss the parties and talk with people? Sure, but it's like I don't really miss it any more or less than any other time in my life. I don't know. I think some people just miss being young, miss being able to do things. Maybe I don't know.
I'm like that. I mean, before I got ill, I was so active and out doing all sorts, and then it just kind of stopped me from doing everything. But now I've got to learn to live with it and adapt and change things. Is what it is. I still haven't rode a Vespa into a lamppost yet, so I've still got that to do.
Well, to be fair, I just fell and hit the concrete. I didn't hit a lamppost. I do gotta get the fucking. It's been almost 2 years, bro. I actually do gotta get that fucking thing in the shop. I keep postponing it because it's like it doesn't need to be done, so it's like why bother, kind of thing.
Yeah, the two main things, boys. I reckon people get lonely, and they also, they don't want to get old. They want to stay young, sort of thing. So when they say they miss doing stuff, it's probably not more not the actual work they were doing, but just being surrounded by people constantly.
Oh yeah, and the glory days, so to speak. Anything 20 years, because people talk about the 90s, but you gotta, the 90s was fun in certain aspects. I mean, there was some things about the 90s that were just horrible. I mean, it's just is what it is.
I'm gonna head off, Sammy.
No worries, dude.
Thank you, mate. And I don't know if you're about later. I'm sure if we win, there'll be a lot of people online. So
I might do a watch along, Craig, because Pat's coming over and Mick asked me to do one. So I'm
gonna watch it with my dad.
Oh yeah, you're gonna watch the game. I would not expect you to watch me on YouTube during the thing, but
sure. I'll be off YouTube during the game.
Good luck, brother. Good luck, man. I'm praying for you, buddy. I'm praying. I want England to win this, but just as much as you guys do, man. Just as much as you guys.
Lad.
Cheers, all.
Oh yeah.
Take care.
Adios, Lil Kent. Lil Kent beer reviews. That's what you should call himself.
Lil Kent. He's not. I mean, he's over 6 foot. He's not exactly a small guy. I mean, he's a chunk of a man.
Him and you and him would be similar height, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's like an inch and a half shorter than me. Because I'm about 6'2.5", 6'3" or so.
Aren't you pretty tall too, Luke?
Luke John's 5'4".
Yeah, I'm a midget. I'm only 6.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't really say that's midget, but anyway.
All right, for those watching from the United States, it's on Fox TV. Your local Fox affiliate is going to have the match. Oh, look at that Berlin Fan Fest. That looks fun as fuck right there. Jesus.
Yeah,
a good place to have it.
I'm so thrilled to be a football one.
That there excited me. Adam said that one of his mates is in the fan zone there, and he's drinking Augustina Helles from a wooden barrel.
Back in 2006, 2007, it was January 2007. It was a 2006 football season for college football. I was down in Arizona for the military, and Ohio State was playing Florida. This is Tim Tebow's rookie year. Tim Tebow was a freshman, but they had like Aaron Hernandez on this team, a lot of fucking crazy good players. And I was gonna try to buy a ticket. I had $800 cash in my pocket. And the cheapest somebody would go was like $1,300. I was like, I'm not paying $1,300 to fucking watch a football game. No way. Even 800 was pushing it. You know what I mean? So we watched it. There was like $20 you could pay, and they had like these fan zones. You pay outside, and they put up on a big screen. You just watch it. That was kind of almost just as cool as being in the game. You know what I mean? But that's what that reminded me of right there.
I was a huge Tebow fan, and then he just sort of fell away.
Dude, he had that one good pass. You know, the Pittsburgh win against Pittsburgh in the playoffs against Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace. And then he just got traded to the Jets, and then just fucking fell off. I don't know what happened there. Like it's not he didn't get hurt, nothing. They were like, "Yep, you got no more opportunities in this league," and you're done, buddy.
just watching him at the Gators was fucking awesome.
His fucking football passes, his basketball passes. Remember that one?
Yeah. Enjoying this, lads.
Fuck yeah.
It looks like cough syrup from the one angle. Yeah, put a black background. Yeah, don't put it too much in the light. It looks like orange cough syrup from Vicks.
Those little whiskey glasses are cool.
Yeah, I've kind of discredited them a little bit because I put it in a Lagavulin.
Yeah.
But goes down the same way.
Yeah, when you were there, did you buy much like glassware or like merch, like T-shirts and stuff?
Well, we went on a tour of everyone, and then we got like free glassware on each tour.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And then we drank all their whiskeys, and then we ended up buying. Like I kind of went into buying loads of sample bottles, smaller bottles, where Liam was like, "I'll just buy the big bottle." And I'm like, well, that's all right for me, Liam, but I've done that before. Like I've kind of, you find over the years you might like something at the distillery, you get it back and you go, that's a bit naff. I said, so just buying sample bottles is a lot easier. Especially the price now of whiskey.
Yeah.
It's gone through the roof.
Yeah, and it's good too just to have a mixture of a heap of different ones instead of just one of the same.
Yeah, the next one I'm going to go for is as dark as anything. And it's 63%. Yeah. Kilorman.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of the festival, or the fish isle, as they call it. Which I was always like, fish isle? Is it a fish isle? Like, no, it's a fish isle.
When you went over there, Joey, did you get to Scotland, or was it just England and Ireland?
Yeah, just England and Northern Ireland. I didn't get to Scotland.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, the only people I really know in Scotland, Geordie maybe, his bros. And so I know like maybe 2 people, and Scotland is quite far away and is quite remote and distant. And there's not much. I'm not saying there's not stuff to do there, but like in terms of people concentration, and it just wasn't worth my time. I'm not saying I won't ever get to Scotland, but it's not like it's
on a tight schedule. It wasn't.
Yeah, and we got a week, and I'm not gonna. If I had a car, it'd be a different story. If I was driving or something, or if I didn't know anybody in the country, for example. But I just basically, spent a couple days with each buddy, a couple days with Captain, a couple days with Doof, a couple days with John up there.
Yeah, because Joey wouldn't even come up north to see me. That's how bad it was.
How far are you from? I was over. I spent a couple days in Wakefield and in the other town, and then what was the other one? Huddersfield and Wakefield. How far are you
from? Wakefield, Huddersfield. So they're about level from where I am. About an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Damn, Yorkshire's big, huh? Jesus.
Yeah, well, Yorkshire's the biggest county. So you've got North Yorkshire, East Yorkshire, South Yorkshire. Okay. And then West Yorkshire doesn't exist because that's called Lancashire.
Okay.
So it was all that War of the Roses muck that happened hundreds of years ago.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at Wikipedia.
I feel like Geordie was never going to catch up with his.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was in Liverpool, too, for a couple seconds. I could have had, if somebody was living in Liverpool, I could have had lunch with them or something. But, yeah. Well, I saw a couple other random people when I was in London, or not London, but when I was with Ryan Guinea. He used to have a channel, but I don't know if he's on YouTube. He doesn't like an astronomy channel now. He used to have a barbecue channel. That's why I originally met him. But really nice fella. But we drove down to London, not London, but like wherever Char lives, it's like a neighborhood of London. So I saw her for a little bit, and so I saw like a couple people here like that. But I mean, you can only there's only so much I can do to. If I ask somebody once, hey, I'm going to be here, and if they don't make proactive stuff on their end, there's only so much I could do because I can't pester one guy when there's 10 other people. You know what I mean? So it's like, it is what it is.
See, I was supposed to meet up with Geordie, and everything was good, and then Geordie messaged last night and said, "Yeah, can't afford it." So, and I was like, "Well, I'll come to you then, closer to where you live," and then. Because he doesn't live in Glasgow, he lives like on the outskirts of Glasgow, and I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of an extra 40 minutes diversion." I was like, "Can't do that." Not on the way back. The journey on the way back, you just want to get home,
right?
It's like an 8-hour. It was like an 8-hour drive home, so it was like, don't want the extra hours, but. Just as it happened, the town that we were driving back on the way back at the food festival of. So the driver needed a piss. We needed beer and food. So it was like excellent.
Cool.
Funny thing is, we ended up having about 6 pints of beer and no food.
That happened to me once. I was in Baltimore for work, right in the waterfront. I was at the Hooters. And we were just drinking beers, and like, you guys got to order food or drink some water or something. All you've had is beer. You've been here for 3 hours. She literally made us drink water. I think it was funny as fuck because it was a Sunday. It was in Maryland, state of Maryland. You can only get beer on Sundays in certain spots. Hooters was one of them. They don't sell at the regular stores, so you gotta buy it from the bar on Sundays. Is weird. Fucking hell.
Imagine what being with Hooters. I like Hooters in Prague. Prague City Centre Hooters is pretty cool.
There was a place in Phoenix called it's actually in Tempe, right outside of Phoenix, Arizona State. It's called the Library, and the bartenders dressed like, slutty librarians, and the books were all around. Pretty cool spot. And what was the other one? There was the Tilted Kilt was a nice spot that used to be around. It's kind of like and this is a weird thing to say, but it's kind of like imagine if you take like a Scottish ghetto hood. That's what it reminded me of, because like the waitresses all were dressed in like kilts and tight tops, but they were like some, how like Hooters has probably like a dress code order. These girls, there was no like code. Like a lot of them had just the most randomly tattoos and piercings, and it didn't look like they were from Scotland. They were just like, so it's the weirdest dichotomy. That place is cool. It was all right, but they closed it down. Tilted Kilt.
Yeah. It's like how everyone thinks Irish bars are Irish. They're not.
American interpretation of it. Yeah, it's the same thing with pizza. Pizza was never big in Italy until the servicemen, they were overstationed in Italy, brought it back to the States and fucking made it up.
You can always know when it's a pretend Irish bar because they've all got the same menu. And they never deviate away from the same menu. It's like shepherd's pie, cottage pie, and then it's
pie.
Potato pie, and something with potatoes and potatoes with something, and it's like, oh, come on, get over
something with gravy.
Well, I grew up with that because a lot of Cleveland is Irish descent. Like people like Lepp and all that. Even though my wife is of Irish descent like that, but I think it was mainly County Mayo they came over from, and then they all settled here in Cleveland. But even to this day, you go down. There's a main street here called Lorraine Road. Once you get into the city in Cleveland, once you pass over the river here, it turns into Lorraine Avenue, and that's Cleveland, and that's where the Irish bars start. I mean, there's got to be a good 20 Irish pubs on that street, maybe between 10 and 20. I mean, some of them might have closed by now, but I mean, there's some authentic ones too. I mean, they're people who came over and just started the pub and they just keep it going. So it's,
I was in York once, and York's very good for tourists. And there was an American lass there, and she on YouTube or doing whatever she was recording stuff, and she was like, "My 7th great grandfather was from York, so I'm a Yorkshire lass," and this, that, and I'm like, "Fuck off! No, you're not." I've had more Yorkshire in me than you've had bloody family members. Like, but it's kind of amazing now. Like, Americans really go after that. Or I'm Irish, or I'm this, and I'm that, and I'm like, yeah, but I never hear you always say I'm American. I never see them walking around their own backyard in America going, I'm American, but yeah, it's always like, oh, I'm 1% from Norway. This is why I'm doing this whole series on Norway, and it's like, fucking hell, man.
Hey, fuck off.
Like your third great grandfather probably slept with a fish. That's where you're from.
No, it's one thing if you find out you're something that you didn't realize you were before, and you get to know and appreciate a culture, and participate in the fringes, and really soak it in. It's another thing if you find out you're something and then you completely exploit it for profit and views. I mean, there's a different dichotomy there. I mean, 100%. I agree with you. It's funny though, because everybody gets the ancestry meat test. Oh yeah, I'm 30% someplace, 30% Bulgarian. Let's go to Sofia for a week. See how I fit in. They're gonna fucking laugh at you, dude. They don't,
It's like my good friend Buddy that I really hate for his new intro song, Magnet Fishing for Fish. Bullshit. But he's like, oh, I'm like 90% English. And I'm like, in that case, you're more English than I will ever be, or any of my family's ever been. In that case, it's like,
well, what's funny to me is that they just take a random point in time and cut off. And, oh yeah, I'm from this area. Like,
I mean, to be honest, to be fair though, Sammy's probably more English than I am.
Yeah, well, like in the future, are we gonna be like, oh yeah, my great grandfather Joey Edibles was 50% Ohioan, or is that? I mean, what's the delineation? Why? How is it randomly? Europe to the States.
Sammy's 30% English, 70% convict. Yeah, boy.
110% badass, though, right?
Actually, by now he's probably like 5% black IPA.
Right. At this point, I'm like 30% human, 70%
English barley wine.
I'm 70% cannabis, 30% man.
I seen that thumbnail for that barley wine. I was like,
Marlboro.
Marlboro. Yeah. That's it.
How much does it look like the old cigarette packet?
The old cigarette packet and the old McLaren.
Yeah.
I like how they said, we're going to get rid of cigarette sponsorship from Formula One. And then 2 years ago, they returned with like whiskey sponsorships.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please allow cigarettes back in, then we can go back to red and white. I mean, I love my papaya, but it's papaya. It's or orange.
You had Camel, you had Marlboro, you had what else was it?
Lambert and Butler.
Lucky Strike, wasn't that cigarettes?
Lucky Strike was one, yeah.
Yeah, I smoked Lucky Strikes for a little bit.
It's something I've said before. Like, I've never smoked, but going into a pub was never the same when they brought the smoking ban in.
Yeah,
there was just something about the smell of a pub.
I smoked cigarettes. And when we got rid of it in Ohio, I remember like it was yesterday. It was, even though it was like almost 20 years ago now, but it was like issue 4 or 5, whatever the fuck the number was. But I remember going into that because I was smoking at the time. I remember like, fuck, this is gonna ruin the bar, blah blah blah. I'm like, I kind of liked it. I mean, it. You don't realize how much the cigarette smoke just really, really stinks up a room, and that really, I mean, and I know it does the nostalgia of a smoke-filled room, does it? But like for waitresses and bartenders and those people who didn't smoke, it's kind of bullshit. We subjected them to that, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
It's kind of when people feel like
find on a night out is smokers seem to socialize a lot more than non-smokers.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've had some fun times just outside smoking a cigarette, bullshit with people. You know, especially if there's a drunk chick here out there and you're talking about titties and shit. I've you know, I mean, hey, it is what it is, bro. So I feel it. I mean, it's like this too. If she's got the loose enough morals to smoke, you know, to do that to herself, she's gonna let you play with her tits. That's just the way it is. I mean, I would say 80% of chicks who smoke will let you play with their titties if you ask.
See, I'm like one of these, like, you see like these young YouTubers and they'll be like, oh, secondhand smoke, oh, can't have that. And I'd be like, I used to play darts in a pub with about 50 different people all smoking, all different cigarettes and cigars and everything else. Like, my lungs and everything should just be black, and I haven't even smoked. You know, it's kind of like...
I remember in Cleveland here when they first opened up the Hard Rock Cafe. It's actually been closed now, which is horrible. In the hard rock and roll capital of the world, we closed the Hard Rock Cafe. But when it first opened up, it was like 99 or so. I was sitting there, and this is when you can still smoke in bars and restaurants and all that. They had a smoking section. It was at the bar. Most of the restaurant was smoking, but there was one right up by the bar you could smoke. So I just sat there and I was smoking cigarettes. And for some reason, there was a little kid over there, a little 6-year-old, going like this, just looking at me. I stared at him. I was like, say something, you little fuck. Say something right now. I dare you. I dare you in the smoking section to say something about me smoking a cigarette. Go ahead. I dare you. He didn't say nothing, but I just stared at him. I'm like a little kid. You know, then bully me. Fuck, get out of the smoking section, you little impatient fuck. If you're out here with your parents, you know, you can't wait for a fucking non-smoking seat. No way. Fuck you.
The bizarre thing is, though, when that smoking ban came in, I spent most of the time outside the pub with everybody that smoked, freezing me tits off. I was like, I don't get it. Because, like, you know, like you've just said, they socialise more. Because they just put beer and a cigarette together.
Smokers and they'd all fuck off, and you were by yourself most of the night.
Yeah. But then they brought vapes in, and then vapes are cool, and now they banned vapes in pubs. So now vapers have to go outside. So now it's like a double whammy. So like now, like all your mates just go outside together, and it's like, yeah, that's nice. Whose round is it? Well, I'm sat on my own. Looks like it's my own round. A round of one.
I feel like vaping hasn't, like it is popular here, but I feel like it's nowhere near as popular as what it is in England.
Oh, it's ridiculous here. Like, you've got 12-year-olds going around smoking vapes because it's all
seen
fruit
a lot of,
and it looks cool.
Travel stuff and that, and like cities like Manchester, it looks like everyone's fucking doing it.
Yeah. But the weird thing is with vapes is it's still got nicotine in.
I think
this is supposed to worm you off nicotine, off smoking. How's it to worm you off smoking when it contains the same stuff as bloody cigarettes? It's just now you've got to charge it up. I mean, I don't get this whole smoking a computer thing. Oh, this one's good. Why? Because it's a USB-C supported bit. What? The only thing that used to be electronic in cigarettes was the cigarette machine next to the door in a pub. That was it. That was
the one that always charged like fucking 2 times more for a pack of cigarettes than it should have been.
Yeah. And you always used to get like, instead of like a 20 pack, it was always like a 19 pack. Like, I don't know why, like the likes of Lambert and Butler and Camel and Marlborough were like, oh, is it for you know, the pub industry? Yeah. Oh, well, there's only 19 in that packet. Well, I can buy the same packet in the shop next door and that's got 20 in for half the price. Yeah. But 19 cigarettes used to be a thing in the UK, which is weird.
What? 19?
19 in a pack.
Yeah.
So it used to be the size of a 20 pack, but they always used to be 19 in them.
That's weird.
Bizarre. I need to go for Pete, then I'm going to open that big smoke bomb whiskey.
Look
out. That's all right with you, Sammy?
Yeah, go for it. I'm looking forward to NFL season, brother.
50-some days away, brother. I'm stoked for it. The first game is the Cowboys Brownies. It's a home game for the Brownies, so that part's good. And that second week we're supposed to play we're playing Jacksonville. Now I still got to do this. I got to look at options because like Frontier Airlines, fuck them. They just said my flight was canceled, and I don't know what to even do because like I don't really want to. It was a cheap ass flight. It was only like $150 or some shit. And I'm not driving to fucking Florida to do it. It's a 16-hour drive. I don't have that in me.
Yeah.
And
what are your other options with flights?
I could just, I could sell a ticket, cancel the hotel, and just go from there. It's not gonna cost me any money because I could sell a ticket for face or more even. But the I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I would anticipate it's probably fucking couple 300 maybe. I can't really take the day off before. Like if I flew down on that Thursday or that Friday maybe even, but
it's annoying when you've got it all planned like that and then something falls through.
Yeah, it'd be different if this is just a general trip. This is a very location specific trip. Yeah. So I don't know. At the end of the day, I've already been to Florida. I mean, if I miss Jacksonville, oh well. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Should probably take care of it.
What's a stadium or a city you haven't been to that you really want to go to?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see here. At some point, Lambeau would be cool, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna. We're talking. Well, they played Lambeau 2 years ago. I think they played Lambeau, but it was on Christmas, so it was a horrible time to go. So obviously, every 8 years we'd play up there. So we're looking at 2030 or so. So if they play it and it's a good weekend to go, not like the opening game or something where it's going to be
asinine. If they played there, you'd drive, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they did Lambeau. I'd probably drive, because it's about Chicago. I mean, Green Bay to Chicago is probably about 3 hours. Cleveland to Chicago is about 5. So we probably talk about 8-hour drive. Yeah. Anything less than 10, I'd probably drive. Just because the hassle of getting a car and getting picked up from the airport and et cetera. I mean, if I flew into a place where I knew somebody had a car and they could pick me up driving around, then I probably would just fly. You know what I mean? Like if I was gonna go to Melbourne and you were like, oh, I'll just meet you at the airport. You're gonna take me around. It's a different story. You know what I mean? But for most places, I'll just drive because you drive. You can also bring your own weed too. You don't have to worry about other bullshit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just about like when it comes to driving, it's just do you have the time to allow for it, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of hassle involved with short flights and, having to worry about getting to airports and getting away from them. And sometimes it's just easier to fucking drive.
Hell yeah. I'm getting this GoPro for the fucking trip. I got a GoPro already, but it's a 7. And I know they're on like 12 now, so I'm getting this 11 seems to be a good deal. It says delivery today if I order by 3. Fastest delivery free. All right, sounds good. $259.19. Oh well. YOLO. All right.
Exactly.
I can't take the money with me. And it's like, if I do die, I mean, Jesus Christ, here's fucking the life insurance and the survivor benefits and the money that's already in my retirement and the house equity. I mean, they're getting probably $750,000. So I'm not worried about the family at this point. They got it made, you know?
Yeah.
As long as I don't get fired from the job. Even though I do get fired from the job, I mean, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they give you fucking, damn near just the house equity and the 401, it's not the 401k, but it's called a TSB, thrift savings plan, same concept. But between those two alone is $250,000. If you couldn't survive on that, fucking much less than $400,000 life insurance.
Cheers, bravest brother. Hope all's well in the Philippines. So yeah, Bravest is from California, but he lives in the Philippines.
Okay. I have no desire to visit the Philippines. God bless them. I mean, I don't know. It's so hot down there. I'm done with hot places, dude. I mean, and it's weird because it seems like everything in the Southern Hemisphere is fucking hotter than hell. Every single country, state, area. I mean, think of Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, Australia, Saudi Arabia, the Congo, fucking Ethiopia, all the countries right in the equator, bro. They're in the Southern Hemisphere, whatever. They're fucking hot. They are balls ass hot, bro. But yeah, that was kind of a hard right. But yeah, the Philippines looks beautiful. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not saying there potentially could be there. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing. I've seen a lot of that, Brevis. I know what you're talking about. There's this whole passport bro movement thing to go there. I make enough to. I mean, I live in Ohio. It's not like the cost of living up here is really that expensive. You know what I mean? So it's like I could kind of do the same thing. And I hate to say this, it sounds horrible, but I don't really.
What does it say? Man of words.
Man of words.
I'm not. I mean, if I brought a couple girls with me, but I'm not really attracted to Filipino women, and I know it's horrible. They're just really, really tiny. They're just so little. That's not my vibe because I'm a fucking tall guy, so I really don't. What's that saying? Oh, 60. Man, that camera's really out of focus.
60.6%.
Okay.
So,
and you love the big boobies.
I do. I mean, all the big titties are here in the States. We got the biggest titties in the world here. It's a good life. I mean, what do you want me to say, bro? I got more than enough titties. I mean, not accounting the fact I got somebody who lives with them, but I mean, I got a lot of other female friends that got them too. It's why would I leave this titty environment? If I was 10, 15, 20 years ago, if I was 30 years old and looking to travel and I wasn't making the salary I would consider living abroad maybe, but right now it's not it's just not the cards. And I want to be here if the Browns ever do win the Super Bowl. I want to be here, man. I want to be here for the celebration. So Remus knows what he's talking about. Big titties, dude. It's we gotta have titty fest. I just need 3-4 girls who are willing to sit in a hot tub. But it's weird. I can't really approach friends like that. Hey, I got a proposal for you. Because I don't know what the money would be. You know what I mean? I don't know what they would have to do. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll put Titty Fest off in the future. We'll see.
So it's 4 women and a hot tub. Is that what you say?
That's a minimum amount of chicks with titties that we need for titties. I mean, it would honestly be Titties and Weed Fest. Because the titties and weed theme going, so obviously a bunch of weed and titties, and there's a bunch of stoner. All right, shots to the titties. Shout out. Define, is that the same whiskey from before, or is it a different whiskey?
No, this is stepped up a gear.
Okay.
Higher ABV. Big boy. Well, I'm going to go for the big boy next, which is just pure white. At 69.2%.
69. What I didn't see what this one was. This is probably this is 40% by volume. This one.
Yeah, I feel like $3,000 a month there. That'd be living a really, really, really good life. You could live a lot cheaper.
If I didn't have a family, I could easily live off $3,000 a month here in Ohio.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what it is. I gotta feed these people.
I live off $1,400 a month. I've got no rent to pay, no mortgage to pay, just a few bills and whiskey and food. A lot of food. Too much food. Never too much food.
Brevis knows what's up. Motorboating, you motorboating, son of a bitch. I feel it. I love motorboating, bro. I do. And you got to get a good motorboat. You got to cup the one side of the one titty, and then cup the other side of the other titty. Push them together. Push your face in there. Blah, 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 at least 15 times for a good motorboat. If you're just going boop, that's not a motorboat. That's a fucking tit peck. You know, you got to get in there, bro. Deep into them fucking titties, and fucking possibly get some. I mean, if you do it strong enough, maybe you get some nipple on tongue action. That's where it's at with the motorboat. You can't go in there like a bitch. You got to fucking come in hot with the motorboat. It's an art. It's a serious art. We have 45 minutes till kickoff of España and Inglaterra, as they say in Spanish, or Spain and England, as they say in English.
And then when the motorboat's running well, that's when it leads to the titty fuck.
That's right, right. If you get fucking hard enough, you push them together, you start fucking titty fucking.
Yeah, the time's gone pretty quick. So what is it? 45 minutes away.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
All right, let me set up this. I think I'm gonna go because Pat's coming over, and Pat wants an excuse to go live, and he's like, go talk about Trump. I'm not gonna fucking talk about Trump. That's fun for about 5 seconds before the idiots come in the chat. So I'm gonna force Pat to watch this soccer match, and we're gonna have some fun with it. Spain versus England. I'm not gonna put watch along in the title because then Spain versus England Euros final 2024 final.
So I mean, if I could send you a bottle of that, I would tomorrow, mate.
Yeah.
If I could.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Give us a look. I'll blow you up again. Give us a look at what it says on it.
So it's Annandale Distillery.
Yep.
Manor Wards.
Yep.
So they've got the Manor Wards and the Manor Swords from Annandale. It's a 60.6% ABV.
Yep.
It's a very young, so it's about 4-year-old. So it's only been in the cask for about four years. And already that's the natural colouring.
Yeah.
Which, if I put my hand behind, might be a little bit better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just got this citrus kind of sea salt, seaweed flavour going on.
Yeah.
But the heat level is ramped up there. So there's like sweet note followed by salty, followed by heat on the back. That's a very good whiskey. Now, to buy a bottle of that, I think it's about £130 odd, the starting price for their bog standard bottle. So it's not the cheapest, but yeah, it's worth it.
Sounds good.
So, here's some, and Joey, of course, and Chatterverse.
All right. You guys drank exactly the same time. That was funny.
Yeah, so I think it'll be. I think Rate My Beer and Simo are doing like lives.
Those guys always go live at the thing. I'm going to do it with the American Spin. And I stole what I always do. And here's the trick: if you want to just steal some random views, take and this is what I'll do. I'll give you an example. We did a Die Hard discussion. The movie Die Hard is Die Hard a Christmas movie, but I just put the cover art was just the Die Hard art for the DVD itself, and I just put that as the thumbnail. And man, for some reason, that would get so many clicks from like people would fall asleep during watching Die Hard, and that would just get next up in the algorithm or just something weird. People would think it was the movie. You get a random. Yeah. It was weird. I mean, it didn't stick around. But it was yeah, I've rated my beers good and seen those good.
I might do a watch along of Diners, Driving, and Dives with Guy Fieri. If he was older in football,
he's from Columbus, Ohio, which is about 2 hours or so south, 2.5 hours south of here. That's where my guard unit was in Columbus. The second one, air guard. All right.
How far are you from Kentucky, Joey?
That's right south of Cincinnati. It's about 4.5, 5 hours or so.
Yeah.
You guys just go the whole state.
Yeah, Cincinnati's right on the border, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Right in the river, and they got all kinds of, because it's like obviously most rivers are hilly, so there's a lot of hills around there. But on the Kentucky side of the Ohio River, it's really nice too. And they got a lot of cool hotels and condos and shit like that.
Yeah, what's the name of the city on the Kentucky side of Cincinnati?
Covington, maybe? I'm not really sure off the top. I know the airport's in the Cincinnati airport's in Kentucky, so I think it is in Covington.
Yeah.
It's not like a big town, it's just kind of like a suburb.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? Get rid of this.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to the States. It'll be fucking awesome.
I'm about a quarter of a mile from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What's your estimated year of popping over here to the States? 2026, 2027? What do you think?
Probably 27 at the earliest.
Okay, I feel it. Yeah, for me, I mean, Jesus, to get to Australia, I'd have to. I don't know. I mean, I would have to. It would honestly I'd have to have a world event status to where people would pay me to go places. Like I get a corporate sponsorship to go somewhere. I mean, because there's like you and Adele. There's the only people I even know in Australia, and it's it'd be I think we'd run out of things to do after about 3 days.
For me, it's probably going to depend on my dogs. Like one of my dogs is nearing the end of his life, and the other one's only got a few years, and I know I'll be able to travel a lot easier when they're not around.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, boarding dogs cost a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, even when I've been to like Sydney and Brisbane for like a week, just having to put them in the kennel, so fucking expensive.
Yep.
So I finished that one, mate.
God.
I'm now going for a Kilhoman.
Yeah.
Clear bottle. This is a 1 week distilled. So you've got to remember that from distilling, then the longer it ages, the less ABV it gets.
Yeah.
That's how whiskey works.
All right, I'll be back. I have to use the bathroom.
So she'll be very strong this one.
So, as you can see there.
So looks like vodka.
Yeah, so it's, my mother just said it looks like my piss. That's an introduction. Yeah, so it's pure distilled, 68.3%. So yeah, this is being distilled into pure alcohol. It's only 1 week old. So yeah, cheers, mate.
Cool, cheers. That'll put hairs on your chest if you don't already have some.
Yeah, kind of. I've just got rid of about 3 wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Sweet
really
petroleum.
really harsh?
No, it's sweet. It's just the heat.
Yeah.
The heat's like having like a Scotch bonnet or something. It's kind of like, but it's sweet in flavour, kind of like a little bit of nutty.
Yeah.
Kind of going on. It's good. It's just very strong.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably going to be my last one of the night, maybe, because all the rest of my family is now coming in here to watch the football.
Yeah.
And I'm going in the kitchen to make some cheese on
I'll
toast.
have to end this soon anyway, just because the game's starting. And then I'll just be floating about. I'll probably check out Joey's and rate my beers and just sort of float about in the chat.
Yeah, I might jump in their chat as well, just to troll them for a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh, my mother's just pouring a dry martini.
Ready for the match?
Ready for the match. Half a pint.
Ready for
half a pint of dry martini.
Ready to get my bet up?
Yeah, got a bet on the on Spain to win.
Oh, yeah.
So
go England.
Go.
I can't say go Australia.
Yeah.
You're safe, just back Spain.
Just back Spain, she's saying.
For 100 quid.
Yeah, but he's from the Commonwealth.
Nah, I don't believe in all that crap.
Don't believe in all that crap. Could be worse. He could think he lives in Canada and speaks French.
Yeah, I'm from Quebec.
Right, finish drinking now. All that rubbish.
Almost. Saying I'm finished drinking all this rubbish. Can't put the telly on just yet.
Why?
Because Sammy will get copyright.
Oh. Sammy from Australia.
Sammy the Samster.
Will get a copyright what?
Strike off YouTube.
Why?
Because they don't like anything playing in the background.
Right, we're going to a different bedroom or a different room.
Get in a different room.
Football's on. Football's coming home, but not to England. It's coming home.
Says the one that grew up in Belgium.
Yeah.
You would have heard that song a fair few times in the last few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She lives a very sheltered life. All she did is Fritz de Mayo.
Yeah.
Chips and mayonnaise song. The old Belgian ice cream van.
Yeah.
Instead of an ice cream van, it used to go around. It used to be chips and mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Fritz and mayonnaise.
I actually had potato wedges with like black pepper and mayonnaise not long ago, and it was fucking awesome.
We're gonna have some to watch the game. We're gonna have honey and soy belly pork, smoked mackerel, roasted garlic cheese dip, and ham and cheese sandwiches.
Cool. Sounds good.
And maybe some Fritz de Mayo.
Not only am I jealous of the whiskey, but the cuisine as well.
But we're
going to photo
we're going to put it on the table and pretend it's tapas.
Yeah. No, it can't be tapas because then you'll be supporting Spain.
I am.
I am, she shouts.
I am.
I'm not really bothered. International football doesn't really do anything for me, so
yeah.
I just like get it over and done with and get the normal season back up and running. That'll do me.
It's like everyone mocks Australia for their football team, but at the end of the day, like most of our decent athletes they play other sports. Football's like minority sort of thing. So most of us don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, that's because most of Australian players played for Middlesbrough. Mark Water, Mark Viduka.
Yeah.
That's going back.
Yeah, there's one there at the moment, I think. Riley McGree, is he at Middlesbrough?
Yeah, Riley.
Yeah.
Oh, so working out with.
He was playing for Birmingham because Harry used to always talk about him.
Yeah, and then he found a proper team.
Yeah.
He found a proper team. Yeah. One way they'd actually win and not get relegated. You know, one of them teams.
Yeah.
Never on that screen or anything. Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to jump, mate, because.
What time is it? They haven't seen the football yet. Have they seen the score?
She said, "Have you seen the score yet? You're that far ahead. Have you seen the score?"
Spain win 1-0.
£100.
Get in 100 quid.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up, dude. Like Joey will understand. So
yeah.
I'll see you in the chat and a few others, I reckon.
Yeah. Cheers, Paul. Thanks for having me up.
Yeah,
bye,
thanks for joining.
My mother said bye, young man.
Joining if you're still there, and cheers to Luke's mum. Yeah. Thanks for everyone that's jumped on the panel or in the chat, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.